Hey, folks, how you doing? This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. Yeah, forgive me what being 1 minute late. I was trying to send out all the notifications and everything else. So tonight is going to be an interesting night. There's going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hopefully, some stuff about backpacking that I for my trip that I've got coming up. Um, Hopefully, we'll have a couple guests, my regulars. We got Jason, who's Pest Hunter Outdoors, and hopefully, if he gets my message, Fox It Outdoors, Cliff is going to be here as well. This is going to be an interesting thing. I've got some things to talk about, things to show. I'm sure that my guests will also have things they might be want to show off or discuss as well. So let's get started and see what's going on. Right now, I think Jason is in the basement waiting for me to do this.
Yes,
How you doing?
I am here.
And
Pretty good.
Eagle is in the building. How you doing, sir?
Hey, bud.
How you doing?
Sorry, I didn't know it was going to be that quick.
Yeah, I just saw you pop up. That's cool.
How's it going?
It has its up and downs today. So I pulled a muscle right here in my chest. It really sucks.
Oh, ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow,
Turn
ow.
them.
Yeah, that sucks.
How'd you do that?
I work in an alcohol distribution warehouse. I was lifting boxes,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, oh my gosh, it's not. It doesn't hurt, majorly when I don't move or anything. But as soon as I do, I tweak it, and then it goes, oh my gosh.
I used to work for UPS.
Yeah, you probably got a couple of those too. Oh man.
I was young then. Like I could.
Oh no, you're still young compared to me. You're still a baby.
Sort of. I'm
How old are you?
I'm older than I look.
How old are you?
39.
I'm going to be 55 in September.
Yeah, that doesn't make me a baby though.
Compared to me, it does.
I mean, I guess. All right, I'm with you.
Just accept it that you look young, okay?
If I shave my beard, you better guess that I'm getting carded for caffeine.
Oh yeah. Looks like somebody got a haircut.
Better. Yes, I did. I feel a lot better too. It's starting to get a little warm.
I actually look a lot younger when I got my goatee and everything gone. I look about 10 years younger. I just got no hair. But I've had gray hair since I was like 16.
Okay.
So that doesn't change anything.
I just started getting them. They're like in my beard.
Mine's just always been that way. So
Yeah, mine didn't start till about 6 years ago.
Well, see, there's different reasons for doing it. Stress is a big one.
Oh yeah.
That's always a reason for it. Mine was I joined the service when I was 21 and all this other stuff. So yeah, that was always stressful. But they don't allow you to grow mustaches or beard as much as I like. So, but I stayed in for 16 years. It was enough for me. So what do you? You saw I think you saw my topic. I guess it should be in the description below somewhere.
Yeah. Yep, Colin's Thursday Night Live.
Yeah, and we're discussing the stuff I'm bringing for my backpacking trip. I'm not sure. Have you been backpacking?
Me?
Eagle? Yes, you.
I'm an Eagle Scout, dude.
Doesn't mean much. I've known some Eagle Scouts who basically once they got done, they were done.
They were done.
But I've seen some Eagle Scouts who, put it, who hike the Appalachian Trail, that kind of thing. It just depends on which ones they have. Hey, Heath, how you doing,
I'm from
brother?
the West Coast, so we have the Pacific Crest Trail.
That's my second trail I want to do. I want to do the AT,
I've passed it many times.
and I want to do the Pacific Coast.
But
The Continental Trail, I do not want to touch.
In Scouts, we went to New Mexico to Philmont Ranch.
Okay, I think I've heard of that one.
And it was like a 10-day backcountry, like pack it in, pack it out. Like,
right.
It was amazing. And it's bear country, so
That's
Yep.
the reason what I'm a little scared of. I mean, I'm not a fan of bears.
You don't have to be afraid of them. You just
No.
you can't bring food into your tent. You hang your
I know
snorkels.
all the the bear canisters. I know all the techniques and all of the reasons and stuff. It doesn't stop me from being majorly apprehensive about them. Even though they're probably more scared of me than I am of them.
They are.
Feel the same. I know the reasons behind it. It's just a normal everyday fear.
But
I'm not
get
irrational.
a mama with her cubs and
Oh,
different story.
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
Oh, no, I'm more afraid of moose than I am a bear.
That I don't
Yeah.
know about.
Oh,
Moose
yeah.
they kill more people than bears
Yeah, they're
So-
like horses. They're massive.
with horns.
They're bigger.
Yeah, they're bigger than horses and elk here.
Yeah,
And they can
I've
kick
worked with
sideways.
several Eagle Scouts, and the one thing I can always love to do is an Eagle Scout who's got his archery badges and stuff like that, and he thinks he's really hot to trot good, and I make him go like this.
We can't all be archer experts like you.
I don't claim to be an expert. I just know what I know. But I mean, I've actually helped with the Arrow of Light ceremony before.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, they brought me in to do the shooting for them, and the guys were like, "How do you do that?" I go, "Do what? Hit the target from without sights, not without anything. Years of practice. I do barebow. That's all I've ever done.
Yeah.
So I can't. When I try to use a sight, I can't. Once you shoot instinctive all your life, anything else doesn't work. Hey, AR, how you doing? I'm not sure who that is, but thank you for coming.
Yeah.
He must be. You know who he is? Anyone?
No, I do not.
You do? You do
Who?
not?
Do not.
I'm not watching the chat.
Oh, you're not?
I will.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to do this right here. Give me a second.
The green banner.
You now are a moderator. Eagle, yeah, you can help keep the peace, so to speak.
You bet.
Hey, South, how you doing? No, as long as AR is cool, I'm cool.
Mhm.
I don't care what you use for hunting, as long as you use it responsibly.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not.
Effectively.
That's also under the same banner to me. I don't believe. I mean, I hunt for food. I'm not a trophy hunter, if you know what I mean. And hey, Cookie, this is twice this in a week. Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay. I got some stuff to show you, Jason. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. Nice stuff. I'm sending.
We'll find out.
Yep. Uh-oh. He's got his tripod out.
Yeah, this way I can look at the chat while.
Okay. Where did you get that? The thing on top of your tripod, I want one. Mine broke.
Oh, the phone part?
Yes.
I think it came with the tripod, to be honest.
No, literally, here's the one I have, which is a cheapy junky one, right?
Yeah, that's what I got.
I have one of those
The
too.
screw literally fell out and I can't use it. I want one what you got.
Yeah.
I need it for my trip this year. Hey, Nature.
These are on Amazon. I don't know if you like Amazon, but
I buy stuff from Amazon all the time.
it's Endurex,
Yeah.
and it came with all this stuff.
Wow. I just need that part.
The only thing I would recommend is this one. I didn't do the one that my phone's on right now. I did this, but so this thing clips in, and I put a piece of electrical tape around it because
That makes
there's
sense.
like a millimeter. There's a millimeter
To snug it up a little bit.
of wobble. Yeah, and it wobbles.
You ever thought about using a rubber band?
I don't know. No, I haven't thought about it, but I'm sure.
Not the skinny
sure
little
that-
rubber bands, but I'm talking about the really big, thick, wide ones.
because you could see it like
Yeah.
but it works well for the chat.
A question on that particular setup. Does that part on top screw in?
Yes. So
Can you use it directly on the tripod instead of putting it on the
it's got
little
the standard, the screw that would fit into your camera.
No. Have you ever tried it without that part?
Yeah.
Because I had to do it with mine. I took it off of that little piece there and screwed it directly into my tripod, and it stiffened up completely without wobble or anything like that.
This tripod only has this quick attachment thing, so I can't.
Hey Cecilia, hey Nicole, thank you all for coming.
Hey, Cecilia.
So it's cool to know. I mean, I like knowing about more gear because I'm terrible at doing videos, but at least because I'm always too busy thinking about what I'm doing to think about a third thing in the background. And if you ever come up my way, I'll take you trout fishing where I'm going this year.
I love trout fishing.
Yeah. I'm going to Yellow River State Forest, and it's in northeastern Iowa. It has the closest thing to mountains Iowa could ever get.
Okay.
And where I go, there's no cell service.
That's all right.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
And 25 miles of awesome backpacking trails. And this place was actually on the backpackers top 10 to 15 list back in, I think, 98 of the top best places to backpack in the United States.
Oh, cool.
And it has connection to your trail that you just mentioned.
Pacific Crest?
Yep, because this trail is actually known as a practice run for the PCT.
Okay.
People use it for practicing to get ready for the PCT. It's not as long, but it does have its spots in there.
Nice.
So, there's places where you have to ford the creek. There's places you have to climb inclines like this, and then going down like that.
Right.
We're not talking a normal, this is a nice trail type situation. This is where you have to go neat, 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 neat.
Grueling.
And then when you get done, you have to wring your socks out because your feet are so soaked. It's like, hey Rob, how you doing? Long time no see. Yes, it has been a while. If you've seen it now that I'm monetized. Oh man, this is so cool. River Bluffs? No. I don't think so. I know it's Yellow River, but I just don't know. Hey, Mandy. Oh man, this is so cool. I got so much stuff to show you. I mean, my stuff is what you call standard anything, though I do like MSR stuff. Because the thing is, I don't buy MSR stuff brand new.
Expensive.
I buy it used.
It's priced because of their brand.
I don't go by the brand name because the first one I got, it was I found on the pot, one of the tea kettles that I got, it said Mountain Safety Research. I had no clue what it meant until I looked, wait a second, MSR. This is what they used to go by way back in the day. And I found a set for $7.
There you go.
I'll be showing you for a bit, but it had a whole bunch of stuff in it. And then it was like, I couldn't beat the price for $7.
Right.
And then I found another set of MSR stuff, which I gave to my boy. I just kept on finding it at secondhand stores, flea markets, and all these other places. And people are just getting rid of it. I go, yeah, they're going, it's too heavy. It's MSR. It's going to last you a lifetime and your next kid's lifetime. I mean, that's the whole point. Titanium is nice. It's light and all. Expensive, but
I still have my MSR Whisper Light from 1996 or something.
It probably works just as well as it did when you bought it.
Yeah, it's a butane.
I don't use that particular kind of stove myself. I use alcohol stoves.
Yeah.
And I have a wood gas stove that I use as in conjunction, depending on where I'm at. Because sometimes I can actually combine the two to work together.
Mm-hmm.
because the one can hold the other, which is really, really cool. That's not what they normally go, but here, let me go get that and I'll show you.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. So, Jason, do you have a channel?
Yeah, it's Pest Hunter Outdoors. I
Trying to
just put out a
find it.
video 2 days ago. I'm just now trying to get started.
Oh, Pest Hunter. Okay. I'm going to sub up
Yeah.
to everybody here.
There's really cool people. Frontier is an awesome person. Nature's awesome. Nicole's my sister. She's down from Oklahoma. Cornfed, he's from Iowa, just like me. Been fishing with him a couple times. I am totally terrible at fishing, but I like to go.
It gets you out of the house.
That's not. This is my wood gas stove, and it's not a name brand. It is a Chinese knockoff. Does it stop it from working? Nope. Give me a second here. Okay. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Not too fancy. It's a twig stove. It works.
Stainless?
It's something.
It looks like stainless.
It's Chinese.
Yeah, they have all the alloy.
It's Chinese. That's guys. It's stainless like. Because I can't answer what it is.
Yeah.
Because whatever you get from there, you're not 100% sure what.
Good call.
No, this is true.
Good point.
This is what I carry my alcohol in, and I use the denatured alcohol.
Okay.
This could actually work with your whisper light with the proper lid, I believe, with the pump.
Well, with the pump. Yeah, I've never tried to do any of the conversions. I just use butane because that's what.
This one here, I think it's a little bit more economical because you could buy a couple pints or a quart of this for $6. And you carry this without having to worry about throwing away canisters or anything like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I just don't like what do you do with a canister?
I still have some from the 90s that I haven't emptied.
You don't know what to do with?
No, I mean there's still gas in them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
The whisper light doesn't take very much.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they're MSR brand.
Oh yeah, they're probably, as long as the seals are good, they should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I just bring them. They're all partial canisters, but I always throw them in my pack.
Right.
I'd rather cook over the fire, but I throw those in for emergencies if everything's wet and we can't get something started.
Okay. Digging deep into my day pack. You recognize these?
Yep.
This is the way I found it when I bought it.
That's a bigger one than mine was.
Yeah, like I said, $7.
And the handle is over the top. Yeah.
It unlocks and flips over, open like that.
Yeah. Clips in.
Now, look inside that lid. I use it as a plate.
Yep.
Now, inside, I found this.
Okay. Another mess kit?
No, this is my kettle.
Oh, cool.
And this is what I told you when I picked it up. I looked at it and I go, let's see if we can get, I'm not sure if it will show. Oh man, please forgive me.
Oh yeah, I see it. Stanley? Oh wait, Mountain Research?
Yeah, Mountain Safety Research. I'm like, what the heck is that? I mean, this is a cool kit. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And I read that and I go, then it, like I said, it just clicked. This is what it was. I mean, and I did some research. They haven't made this particular setup in about 15 years.
Right.
But this is a little kettle.
That's cool.
The mouth of it's right there.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask.
I mean, you could use it to cook, multiple things.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, you can hang it. You can use it for, you can do soups. You can do your teas and coffees. I use it for coffee. This is my alcohol stove. Another knockoff. Got them off of Wish. For people, don't knock Wish. It does work for what you need. But
what's Wish?
If you get it in time.
What's Wish?
Yeah.
Okay. Wish.com. It's basically Chinese knockoff of anything you want.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, it's a little.
Spelled WISH?
Well, it works for what I got. It's an alcohol stove.
No,
So,
but I mean, wish.com is WISH.
yeah, it's the way it sounds. Wish.
Okay.
Like Make a Wish Foundation, all that, anything like that.
Okay.
You can also check out
It just takes-
geek.com. It does the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, with Wish, it's like 30 to 40-day waiting period.
Well,
Right.
I've gotten different things off of there. I've gotten fishing poles. I've gotten first aid kits. I got, this and my stove from there.
I found a site. I don't know what it was called, but I ordered a one of those titanium foldable wood stoves, for a hot tent,
Yeah, I've seen those.
and it took probably 6 to 8 weeks to get it. And you know what showed up in the mail? 3 Harley Davidson chain sprocks for the back wheel.
You didn't even order those. You got something completely different.
Nothing even close to what I ordered.
You could probably still sell those.
I held on to them. I hold on to stuff.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee.
Everybody's got this right here.
What time is it there, Jason? Oh, you can't hear me.
It's the same time here because he's in Texas and I'm in Iowa.
Oh, okay. So you guys
it's
are
8:22 here.
8:20. Yeah. You guys are in Central.
Yep. And like I was saying, that my little alcohol stove will fit in here.
In the kettle.
Yeah, you can put it in there like that. But what I would do for this right here, instead of having this up, down like this,
Mm-hmm.
flip it upside down, which allows it to sit a little higher.
Yeah. What kind of pack do you use for?
I actually have an Ascend backpack that I got from Bass Pro.
Okay.
I'm on a severe budget. I paid about $150 for it. It's not the greatest, it's not the cheapest, but low mid range. Very low mid range. But this is probably about 7 years ago when I got it.
Okay.
I've been using it ever since, and I hadn't had a reason to change it. Go with what works. My boy has changed out his pack 4 times since we started going out because he grew about 1.5 feet since he started. Hey, love, how you doing? Not that love, this love.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, and a recent addition. I just got this cheapy coffee cup thing from Walmart. It just happened to fit inside.
You can boil water in that thing too if you need to.
Yeah, I could, but would I? No, I already got stuff to do that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, as much as I would, all my stuff I could get lighter gear. What everybody says, oh, you can get something so much lighter. I go, lighter does not always mean better. And I still have no issues carrying the gear that I have, even though it's not considered.
Think about cast iron. This stuff, it couldn't get heavier, and I love it.
I have a cast iron pot that you would probably kill for. It's this big. It's a little tiny cauldron with handle and bail and everything. It's awesome.
That's
paid $5 for it at an antique store.
That is a steal.
Oh yeah. Oh, I found a number 3 Griswold at a Goodwill. $2. You know why it was $2? Someone had painted a mural on the bottom of it.
We can burn that.
I just exactly what I did. I burnt it off, and the inside was perfect. It's a number 3 Griswold.
Well, because we season these I season my cast iron once a month or so.
Yeah.
And I just put the oven as high as it'll go. Get it red.
Well, Cookie, thank you for coming.
I get it red hot. And actually, the cool thing that I didn't know until recently is you can actually wash your cast iron with soap before you season it.
I know that.
I didn't know that.
I use Dawn.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to use soap on cast iron.
No. You use mild soap. Dawn is
very, very light.
Unless you're about to season it. So you
No,
can
you
get
gotta
it
let it
all
dry out
sparkly
first.
clean, and then just make it red hot in a fire or in the oven,
Yeah.
and then oil it down.
Yeah. Only thing is we when we moved here, we didn't realize. I didn't real. I've never used a electric stove until we moved here in my entire life. I've always been gas.
They're not ideal.
But
I
it does have one
two.
function that is really freaking cool. When you want to reseason a cast iron anything, it's the self-cleaning oven option.
Oh,
Is
Oh,
she
yeah.
okay?
I do have a clean function on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you put your cast iron in there. Hit that self-cleaning oven button.
Yeah.
It will clean out all the gunk off of your cast iron. So
You guys
That's
gonna laugh at this one.
it's a really easy way to do it. Oh, that's the one they use for cookie. You can find with cookies.
Perfect for eggs or cookies.
Yeah.
Is it like I can't tell. Is it like 6 inches in diameter?
About
It's
4.5.
5.5 to 6.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's small. Yeah, but I used to have it. I would heat it up and I put my coffee cup on it.
That's cool.
Not this one. My ceramic ones.
Now, if you want to see a coffee cup, this is a coffee cup.
Yeah, I don't
My
usually
hand.
bring those in here with
My
the dog running
wife
around.
got this for me at the place called the Picker Nose, and this is actually
Yeah, I remember when you guys got that.
this is
That was a couple
from
of months ago.
Colorado, from the Colorado Renaissance Fair in Denver. So it's the second one I've had. I went through so
Yeah.
many of those. Hey, Grace,
Yeah,
thank
I
you for
forgot.
coming.
I forgot I actually got a pretty nice cell phone holder, and
Yeah,
I didn't realize it until you guys said something. Is this one here?
that's the one I need.
I got this one off of Amazon for $16.
Oh wow! I don't know what the bracket is you got in your hand though.
This you open up here, and you put it on here.
Oh, there you go.
On
Spotting
a
scope.
scope.
My spotting scope, yeah, or a regular scope. Then you can
Oh,
film
you
what you're
like some
shooting.
of the stuff that Jason does.
Yeah.
Because he's got some air stuff that you might, hunting quality ones.
Nice.
Yes.
And
Big game.
my boy actually got his first rabbit this year with an air rifle.
Cool.
Yeah, that's about all I'm going to go up far on my channel for about that, because I don't want to get demonetized. That sucks.
Did you see the last one I put out?
Huh?
Did you watch the last one I put out? I'm not going to spoil it for you.
I will look at it soon. Promise. I just got to figure things out. Okay, that's going. I got to figure out how to put all my kit back together.
When do you leave for your trip?
I leave July 1st.
Oh, cool.
I don't get back until the 10th.
Oh, that's a long time.
Well, I'm gone. Well, the thing is, I'm only gone 5 days from work. But one of those days is 4th of July, and I get that vacation for free. So that's just an extra free day for me. And I get the weekends off, so that's 2 full weekends plus my 5 days I take off from work, and I still have a ton of vacation time after that. So, yeah, you plan your vacations carefully.
Oh yes.
And if you can use holidays and everything else, yeah. And where we go up there's a place called Marquette, Iowa. It's a really interesting place. Every year they have a flea market that happens around the 4th of July. So we leave the 1st, spend a couple of days with my family. We go to the flea markets. We go to the secondhand shops there, which is right near Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, just right across the bridge. And we can just scope the entire place out. There's a Cabela's over there too. So, hey, we can have fun there too. So, yeah, stock up on anything I need, the last minute details I might need over at Cabela's, and then head up for the trip where my wife and son are going to be heading home. Then I'm up there for a whole week. by myself. So
Do you do freeze dried food while you're up there?
I do some. I'm a very big fan of Mountain House breakfast skillet because I
Oh,
make
it's so good.
that one.
It
I
is
love it
so
making
good.
breakfast burritos with that one. You know,
There's potatoes, there's vegetables,
there's
and
peppers, there's
eggs. And I think
yeah,
their
Eggs,
bacon,
sausage.
bacon.
it's
Yeah,
sausage. It's sausage.
yeah.
I'm a sausage fan.
And I try to bring some other stuff that I've learned about when I backpack. Instant potatoes I'm a big fan of. Oatmeal, obviously. The easy stuff. Just add water things.
That's, I
Coffee is
am
a
not an
definite
instant potato.
100%. You do not go anywhere without it.
Mandatory.
Oh yeah, and
Exactly.
people talk about all these different places they get coffee and everything, and the one place they always forget about is the free coffee pods they give you at most hotel rooms. Those single pot little deals have little packets of coffee, which is the same thing as a single serve, or a Folgers single.
The tea bag.
And it's got a built-in filter.
Exactly.
Yep, tea bag.
And they give those things away for free.
And you
all
can
have to do is
always call the front desk and be like, "Yeah, can I get some
get a
more,
couple more."
I
Can I
need
get a
more
couple more,
coffee."
please?
They're like, "Absolutely."
Exactly.
I'm like,
And
"Come on
those
down."
things, they're self-contained and they're biodegradable. You could even burn them if you really want to.
coffees at
Most of them are fine.
What'd you do to your sound, Jason? You sound so weird.
Oh, I was talking to the wife.
Okay, your voice changed. But I mean, I've learned to find coffee wherever you can. I just ignore decaf. I just, coffee's not coffee unless it has caffeine. But I do
decaf is
black
more of
tea
a burnt
every once in
flavor.
a while because I have no other choice. Oh, okay, Grace, my good friend Grace. She is from Indiana. She does not know you. Could you please introduce yourself, Eagle?
Yeah, I'm the bearded eagle, Eagle Scout. Tried to be in the military, but they wouldn't take me because I have a nerve damage from a birth injury. But I did enlist, for the record. I'm in North Carolina. I grew up on the West Coast: Oregon, Washington, Alaska.
No, okay. Far north.
Well, you got further in the scouts than I did, Eagle. Just to let you know.
Same here.
One
right.
freaking day. But that was back before they were more tolerant of other religions than being Christian.
Oh yeah, they were okay with it. We had a chaplain, and obviously the chaplain is using the book, but I don't think not everybody in our troop was Christian or anything.
The scout leader that I had growing up, she wanted everybody to be Christian. My buddy who was Jewish couldn't even join.
That's not what Boy Scouts is for.
No,
well,
it was actually for
this is like
military.
We're talking about.
Yep.
Oh my God. I was 14, so probably about 40 some years ago. Back, when people were not as tolerant as they are nowadays.
Yeah.
And
I have the 1911 edition Scout book, so I read that every once in a while because it's so much perspective on what the Boy Scouts were created.
Oh,
and then you look at what it's become, and it's like,
oh, okay.
It doesn't prep you for anything.
Actually, I've got a piece of actual history of yours being a scout that my boy found. Would you like to see it?
I do. I would.
Give me a moment. I'll go get it.
I'm gonna get a bubbly water.
I'm gonna go dark for a few moments. Mike will still be on.
What was that? Oh, you had to hear too?
No, I'm right here.
Oh.
My boy and I, we love to scrounge secondhand stores, flea markets, you name it. Okay. What looks like an oversized Zippo isn't. This is from 1916.
Okay.
Boy Scout stove.
Oh,
Yeah, and that survived. That's pretty awesome.
As you can see, it's got little places for the handle. This is a wood burning stove, so
okay.
I'm not taking this on my trip. This is way too heavy. This is the handle for the cup.
Okay.
There's the other one for the other part, and this is the actual stove itself. And it just holds together itself up with these 4 feet.
Yep.
That's it. And this one here's got the thing for a bale, which is part of the thing right just here. And there's the little plate. But you put it together, you can bake in this, you can cook soup. It's got the little bale holes. But he paid $23 for this.
Steel.
Steel, yeah. And
It's awesome.
I mean,
And it has the Boy Scout emblem on it?
oh man. I think it did at one time.
Yeah.
It wasn't embossed because back then they didn't do embossing.
Oh, okay.
It was probably painted on at one time,
Right.
but as you can see, it was well loved.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, another person who collects Boy Scout memorabilia offered my boy some money for this thing, and my boy said no. The thing is, my boy's never been a Boy Scout. He was a Cub Scout for a little bit, but that's because then his mom just couldn't take the time to go take him.
Right.
He was, not this mom, but his real mom. But I taught him to love the outdoors, and
Good.
surprisingly and weird, he loves fishing, even though I'm the one that taught him how to fish, and I'm terrible at it. But he's a lot better at it than I am.
I posted a video today. I went live and showed people what fish are in my pond.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I got home not too long ago, so that's a pretty good cook service, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That'll fit
Oh, yeah.
any pan.
Yeah. I just gotta keep from
You can
bending.
put a whole fish on there too if you need to.
Yeah, it's got some cool features, but this thing has been probably through hell and back, to be honest.
That's all right.
The fact that it made it to this long, over
Have you
100
used it?
years, huh?
2 World
You used
Wars.
Ian tried once.
Okay.
I mean, he stuck it in the ground. He made a little fire. He didn't cook anything in it because he didn't, figure out how to do this other than the plate. And that's the only thing you could really put on top of it. This right here is a hanging type of situation, as you already know.
Yeah.
And, that's the cup, obviously. But I guess this is the pan/plate. The fact that it's not in worse condition surprises the heck out of me.
Hey, Colin.
Yes.
We're sealed on the side. What is it? Soldered or is it crimped or welded?
This one is crimped.
Oh, is it crimped? Okay. So it wasn't soldered with lead then.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Good point.
Look at the
Think of
look at
that.
the bottom.
So they have
That's about the time they actually stopped doing that. So
Yeah. I don't see any soldering. There's the side right there. I don't see any solder or anything like that.
it was like a lead tin mix, almost. I can't quite remember what it was.
I mean,
It was
I
a
mean,
little
to be
bit of lead, a
honest,
little bit of tin.
if it did, I wouldn't even know because it's way beyond, what I do. I mean, I'd buy. He just lucked out. I mean, oh man, we recently found a Vietnam era gas stove, military gas stove that uses gasoline.
No way.
Yeah, way. I mean, the thing is, this thing is in mint condition. All the parts are there. A little rusty, but that's a given. But the fact is that he found one. I didn't know what it was until we opened it up. They want $150 for it though. I just couldn't justify that price. Now, if it was a bow, I'd find a way to justify it, but it's not a bow.
Of course you would.
It's one of those things. It's just, I don't know. But stuff like this, he hid this thing in the antique store for 2 months before he had the money to save up to buy it.
He did it inside the antique store. That's brilliant. Find stuffed
the
animals.
Boy Scouts approves. Okay, that's all that matters. I think you'll like that.
Put it in the inside pocket of some old military jacket or something.
No. He actually put it behind pictures.
Okay.
Because it was on the ground. Because it was just basically a giant Zippo lighter looking thing. Because when it's together, all you see was this.
Right.
And he just stuck it behind a picture, or it was, leaning up against the floor and that kind of thing. And every time you go there, you reach back there, yep, it's still there. And you look at his wallet, he goes, nope, not enough money yet. But the day he brought it home, oh my God, he was beaming.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he actually has a few Boy Scout knapsacks.
Hey, Ducks and Bucks.
Hey, Bricken, how you doing? Okay, by the way, just to let you know, Eagle, Ducks and Bucks is one of 3. There are 3 young men from 12 to 15, or 13 to 15. I'm not sure what their exact ages are, but they all 3 go together, and that's their channel. Brecken, Brian, and Ben. Ben and Brian are brothers, and Brecken's their best friend, and they've got some crazy stuff that they have done.
That's cool.
Ask Brecken about being run over by an ATV.
Oh.
On camera, no less. They got it on camera. He got ran over.
No.
But yeah, I popped up on his live and he showed it. I go, really? If I did that, I would get so much trouble.
Oh yeah.
Now comes the fun part. Trying to remember how to put all this stuff back together. My boy would take one look at it. He goes, Dad, this is what you got to do. Boom, boom, boom. It's done. Me, I'm just trying to talk to you guys, explain it, and keep my hands straight, and hope for the best. Okay, that's my issue. I see what part of my problem is. I didn't have the lock on right. Here we go. Did I put it on the right side? No, I didn't. Backwards. That's what I get for being dyslexic. And there we go. And the thing is, it's comparable in weight to my MSR kit.
Is it?
With all this stuff in it, this is what this weighs. And you literally would not want to get hit with this. I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of rust. It's got a little bit of rust, as you can see. But for what it is, it's got a really nice patina to it. That, my boy, like I said, my boy is proud about that thing.
You could probably take a steel brush to it and make it look brand new.
I was thinking more of the long, like Neverdoll or something like that. Something a little bit less abrasive. So who knows? I don't know where Cliff is. I sent him a link. He should be here, but he's here. So, how'd you get into the Scouts, Eagle? Tell me about it.
So I was in Cub Scouts first, and then I got to Wolf, like the one before Weeblo.
I know. I was everything. I remember I was a Scout all the way up to a Boy Scout one day.
Yeah. So
I did everything else right until then.
I never got my Arrow of Light because I dropped out to be in boys choir and playing sports and stuff like that. And then
I can help you go back and get it.
And then, well, I'll come back to that. Remind me about the Arrow of Light badge. But so we were at we would do a yearly church camp, and so we go to camping with all of our church friends. It wasn't like the pastor came; it was just all of our church friends. We'd go camping,
Right.
And my best friend from 6 months old. We were best friends our whole lives, basically. he was going on I think it was a mountain biking trip with the Boy Scouts the week after this family camping trip. And so I was super jealous. I mean, I didn't want to stop hanging out with my best friend. So his dad, who was a Vietnam vet and an Eagle Scout, he was the like assistant scoutmaster, basically.
Right.
He kind of recruited me, and he was like, "Well, why don't you just join Boy Scouts?" And I was like, "Let's do this." And so
That's cool.
my first trip was this biking thing, and then I think that was in early summer, and then we went to summer camp, and I was a new scout. I had no, all I had were the experience from that biking trip, which is not nothing. A lot of those things kind of amount to parts of different merit badges and stuff. But at that camp, I went from scout to tenderfoot to first class, and I got 3 merit badges all in one summer camp.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty slick.
I just grinded it out. I
don't think you considered it grinding. You just was having fun.
And I love that stuff. So I was just having a blast. And so my scoutmaster and my best friend's dad just kind of took me under their wing and pushed me the whole way. So coming back to my other point was when you're an adult scout, you can only have 3 badges on your scout uniform. You can have the Arrow of Light. You can have your Eagle Scout, the square knot ones that go over your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the Arrow of Light one, which I don't have. You can have your Eagle Scout one, and you can have your God and Church, which I did also get while I was in Boy Scouts. And I did the whole thing from age 15 to age 17, all of Boy Scouts.
That's slick.
And I loved it. But looking back, I'm like, that's kind of weird that I did it that fast. That was
most people have to really, Hey Blake, how you doing, brother?
For a long time.
By the way, Blake is from Georgia. He's down from your neck out of the woods, so to speak. That is freaking cool. Congratulations, sir.
My name's worn off, but
I don't care.
This one's signed by Trump. So when you get a new one, it has whoever's president signature on it.
Okay.
So I try to order a new one every time we have a new president.
Do you get to keep the old ones?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. That way you can have it. That's one way to get the
That's
president.
part of history.
That's a way to collect history.
My original one is gold.
Oh, Brecken, you have to actually show up a little bit more often. And you're way younger than I allow for my moderators. He's like
moderators.
Yeah. One of the youngest ones I have is he's 17. And his name is Evan. You'd like him, by the way.
I'm just glad. I'm glad that people are interested in this, man, because I join a lot of different live streams lately. And
like I said, even though I was only one for one day, that's because I had what I consider a bad scoutmaster.
Well, Boy Scouts is one thing. I'm talking about the outdoors.
Oh, the outdoors! My family
loving the outdoors, loving survival.
That stuff is just fun. I just love doing that.
Aside from Boy Scouts, I just love it.
Oh well, I'm going to show you another. I misspoke earlier saying I only had 2 stoves. I lied, not intentionally, mind you, because I forgot.
We forgive you.
But at least I corrected myself. I have one of these.
Okay. Whoa, it's flat.
You know what this is?
I assume another wood one.
Nope. But I make do for what it could be used for that, but it's not.
Is it the little? I'm not going to keep guessing. I'm going to embarrass myself.
Okay. No. Actually, guessing is cool. This is actually a sterno stove from probably the 50s or 30s, somewhere in there. It's one of the older ones. When I put it together, you'll recognize it.
I love how flat it gets.
I have made these things work because it's. Oh, give me a second here. I'm so messed up here because I got it upside down. That's why I'm having issues. I use this with conjunction with my alcohol stove because it works.
Scooter, lay down.
I had
so it's like a
modified
windscreen.
It's a sterno stove, is what it is. You know what sterno is?
No.
It's the stuff that you
put it
take.
in.
When you see somebody who has who's done catering and they have those little dishes that heat up the
Okay,
food,
yeah.
Ah,
I was
the
kind of
chafing
going
dishes.
that route.
yeah,
Chafing
That's-
dishes.
it's like a chafing dish. Which I have one of those. I will show you those. I've got something that could be worked as a workable alternative to a gas stove or a alcohol stove. I will show you that in a minute. But
The little warming, like the pucks.
sort
Yeah.
of.
I did
They
catering.
sell them in the Walmart, the camping section of Walmart. You know, but this is the stove.
Okay. Nice windscreen.
Yeah, see, it opens up like that.
Oh, perfect.
But you can have it hold it up like this. Put some wood in there if you wanted to.
Right.
And use it that way. And it does have a fairly large surface to put pots on or whatever. This is where the Sterno stove sat, but I hammered it down flat, so it will fit my my alcohol stove will fit in there. I packed it away while we were talking, so that way I keep my stuff straight because I had too much stuff in front of my computer. But this right here will hold a Dutch oven, a really large Dutch oven. No,
Very cool.
Oh, wow.
it's fairly, as long as it has a solid surface to sit on, it will work. Now, will I cook food with wood on this thing? Probably not, because I've got alternatives to use. But this is a pinch thing. If I need to, I got it. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it type of situation. My dad taught me that. He was a Marine. Go figure. And now you end up in the Army and the Air Force. No clue. Yeah, it's a gel fuel. You know, that's what sterno is basically.
Yeah.
And okay, here's another something similar. Hand sanitizer.
Yep. Fire starter.
Basically same thing. And you can if in the right amounts, you could probably cook with it. If
Is
you
it
really
the
have
same
it.
thing as what you're talking about? The sterno thing?
Well, it's a little bit more jelly style
Yeah.
with the fuel,
Okay.
and
Interesting.
it's a lot more alcohol content.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as it has alcohol in it, it'll burn.
Right. Yeah, we use that as fire starter. I mean,
Yeah.
the fire starter.
And
Emergency
this
fire
is
starter.
compliments of the VA, since I go to the VA. So I just thought this is an alternative that some people don't consider. I mean, you got your folding pack stoves like you were talking about.
Mhm.
Something like this. I have a modern one that's all aluminum. This isn't aluminum at all.
Right.
I think it's tin, and it's as old as it is. I used to have two of these. My boy let his go to crap. But you put some heat resistant paint on this thing, and it'll last a lifetime.
Right.
And you could use it in conjunction with other stoves, even with your let's see, there's a stove that would work with my alcohols, like a pump setup for one of these, like a whisper light or anything like that that has its own stand that'll fit in here.
Right.
That will help, use as a windscreen like you were talking about.
Yep.
It gives you more of a surface to cook on, because I do not like the cooking surfaces on those stoves at all. They're too small.
No, they're small, but also the gas tube that goes to it is a little bit too rigid. So it's always trying to turn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
wants
you
to
put
cool
the
it.
bottle down and it wants to turn the stove in the same direction.
Yeah.
So that eliminates that problem by, your stove could be a little bit,
Cockeyed, it still works.
yeah, and it would still work.
Yep. And so this is just an option. And this is the stuff I discovered while backpacking. Just to let you know, it's things that work because you have no other choice. This works.
Right.
But do the tried and trues work? You better believe it. But just, everybody has their things. Small sticks in his. Yep. I talked about putting sticks in here. You can put sticks in here. That's not a problem. It can be used as a twig stove. Is it as efficient as some of the more fancier ones? No. But does it work? Yeah. You can make breakfast on this and everything else. That's all that matters. You got your, you do your hot water for breakfast, you got it.
Breakfast is optional. Coffee
Look at this.
is optional. 30.
No flex
Right.
whatsoever. But big intentions on my hand, but it didn't bend. This thing's really, really rigid. So if you can find one, hold on to one.
Yeah. I
The
think
modern versions I don't like because they're just like, they're very flimsy.
Flimsy.
These are not. So it just,
Because they only make the modern ones in stainless steel, but you pay a lot for them.
Yeah.
that's all there is to it. And okay, you might recognize what I keep it in.
This is a leather bag.
No, this is actually an old canvas mess kit bag.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now, is it Boy Scout? It might have been, but it's
It would be on the snaps if it is.
Nope. This one might be military.
Yeah, they probably didn't write it.
Yeah, this is because this. Oh, give me a second. The snaps are blank. I'm trying
Yeah,
to get my
that's
camera
probably
on.
military then.
Yeah. There you go.
They don't put a lot of extra things on those.
No. But the thing is, I don't have the kit anymore, and it worked great for my stove. Because when this thing gets going, it gets char on it and all that stuff. It gets soot. Yeah. And this, well, I don't use the strap. I just throw it in my pack. It's flat, doesn't get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And is it weighty? Yeah, it can be. But I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather have it and not need it. Especially when you have multiple people with you.
Yep.
That way you can have several different ways of cooking going at the same time to get things done quicker. I mean, everybody talks about, it's going to be fast for cooking. There's another upside to that. It's faster for cleaning. Because once you're done, you got to clean everything before you pack it up.
Right.
Because you don't want to put, food-ridden cups and bowls and plates and back in your gear and then hike it out. And then having to clean it when you get there when you're exhausted. Not an option.
I do that on the last night.
If you can get away with it, sure. But
because then I know I can bring it, put it in the dishwasher when I get home.
Yeah, you know what the dishwasher is here? Me or her? Yep. On the trail, I try to keep I work and get my stuff clean as possible before I even, I do anything every night. Does it suck? Because I go to bed late. Yep. But one good thing is though, I sleep 5 hours a day on average, so I don't need a lot of sleep. So get up, eat, heat up some water, have some breakfast, get on the trail.
Yep.
Stop. One thing I do carry with me is I do carry a telescopic fishing pole I got from Bass Pro.
Nice.
Now I catch trout just to catch fish, and you cook it, you eat it, you move on.
Speaking of cooking fish, hold on.
Are you cooking fish, Jason? Okay. I got some other stuff to show you that I think is cool. I carry this stuff mainly when I go to rendezvous and stuff. This is my hospital pouch. Now,
Yeah, this one's pretty well worn. And I also have flat ones of these. I don't know where they are right now.
Okay.
But they always take these
camps. So cool.
I've seen those fish baskets before.
Yes, they are so awesome.
I found mine at Walmart.
Yeah, I got mine at the Fry's grocery store. Here on the southeast, it's Kroger.
Yeah, we have. Oh wait, we don't have a Kroger, or maybe we do. I'm still new here. My wife does all the shopping, so I'm stupid.
I gotta make sure we keep up on chat.
On the West Coast, we have Fred Meyer, which is owned by Kroger.
I was stationed in California for 2 years, just to let you know.
And was it? That's not Lucky's. It's oh shoot, not Bonds. I can't remember the name of it.
We have Food Lion, I think.
I've been to a Food Lion before.
You have?
Yeah, I was stationed out in California. You had a Food Lion.
I still haven't, and I've been here 8 months or whatever.
But I've also traveled from coast to coast. So,
Okay. That's how we got here is we drove with my travel trailer and camped along the way.
that's the only way to go. I wish I had
It's
that
so
set up.
much fun.
I don't have a travel trailer. All I have is a pull trailer, enclosed trailer, 8 by 18.
What does that mean? It sits in your pickup bed, or
No. It's a pull trailer. It's got two wheels. It's enclosed. Got a door, on the back.
Yeah, that's what ours is. I call it a travel trailer.
Oh, this one's just a regular. The back is opened up and there's a side door. So, and I use it for carrying
it's not
my
like a
archery.
motorhome.
I don't have a motorhome or anything like that. No camper at all. We use tents.
I missed
That's
it.
all we have. I do.
So, that's what I was going to ask you about your backpacking trip. Do you do hammocks or tents?
Tents.
Okay.
I tried hammocks. I can't get comfortable.
You have to get them real tight. Otherwise,
I'm a side sleeper, and I'm also very, very heavy.
Yeah, I'm not light either, but you sleep in a banana basically, unless you get it super tight.
You're folded.
Yeah,
you're folded.
They don't make them heavy enough for me. I'm almost 300 pounds.
All right.
And I sleep in a, please forgive me, a French Army commando tent.
Okay.
That I got for like $50.
Nice.
And I super waterproofed it, even though the Outdoor Gear Review say they're junk. There's ways to improve it if you want.
Oh yeah.
Is it canvas or what?
It's nylon.
Okay.
And it's got it's a single wall, but it's got side little side walls that come up about that high, and they're on the inside. It can Velcro shut the windows, so it's well ventilated, and it has little parts that hang out the outside.
Okay.
So, and the guide ropes go off the side to where you can have ventilation even in the rain, but water won't get in. It's a bathtub style floor, and like I said, I waterproof the heck out of it. I use almost a whole can of waterproofing on it every season just because.
Yeah.
And I've added I got rid of the poles that came with it, and I use my hiking poles instead. So that saved me about 2 or 3 pounds right there. I haven't replaced the stakes yet, but I'm working on it. But I have, I'm going to get the little tri stakes and get the aluminum tri stakes and get
MSR titanium.
I can't have. They don't sell them at Walmart. If they don't sell them at Walmart, I'm not paying that much. Remember,
do you guys have an REI or anything?
Huh?
Do you have an REI over there?
We do, but it's still more money than I really am comfortable spending. Like I said, if I can find it secondhand or cheaper, I will do so.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with paying 89 cents for a triangular stake instead of $2.
Right.
I don't care if it's aluminum. I mean, I could deal with that.
Yeah, aluminum. Yeah, you can't tell the difference in your pack, especially if you have your pack fit right.
Yeah.
I just use those big old giant steel nails.
You can use that, but the thing is, that's still heavier than what I would plan on using. But I also added some, give me a second, paracord loops at every tie where the stakes would usually go. I put little loops about that far out, so the stakes are further out from the tent than they should be. It gives it a little bit more play to let them sit according to the terrain.
Yeah.
So I try to save weight as much as I can. So
you can always carve sticks into stakes.
I could do that too. If I had to, that's one of the things the loops make allowances for, instead of having to try to put them through the grommets. So this allows it a little bit more extra play for that. I also, I carry a Thermarest sleeping pad.
Which one?
This was just the generic hiker one. I mean, whatever the basic one. It's like the 24-inch wide, large one.
And it just rolls. You don't have to fold it. It just rolls.
Mine I have to roll up. It's self-inflated.
Mine, like you have to fold it in thirds and then roll it.
Yep, that's okay. To show you, this is what I did with mine. I'm not pulling it out, mind you, but I will show you what I got.
It's like
Now, when I
thermal.
was in Arizona, we used to go just the cabin camping. We found it far much easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't laugh at what I got to carry. I'm carrying it in because it works. I got it in an Ozark Trail, compression bag. Hey, it was an extra one. It does what it's supposed to do, and this is my thermarest.
I've got Ozark Trail stuff. I think my cot is Ozark.
Now, if I had my pants, my knife, I actually carry a Gerber suspension with me. That's in a
Ozark Trail.
It's in an Ozark Trail case because the case is stronger than the one it came in.
Yeah.
Because the Gerber cases are junk. The Ozark Trail, the knife broke like 2 days after I bought it, but the case lasted me 5 years so far before I got my Gerber. So
I have Gerber
hey, Tony,
a folding saw, a Gerber folding saw, and I have the
I do
Gerber
not own a folding saw yet.
packing axe. They're like, it's a plastic handle to keep weight off, but
Right.
they're both made. So the saw I think is made in the U.S. I want to say anyway, but both cases are made in China.
Well,
Okay.
I'll put it this way: if you're going to get a handsaw that folds, make sure you get the Coronas. They will last far better. Coronas.
Okay, I've never heard of that one.
And neither.
Yeah. Hold on a moment.
I carry a hatchet generally, and I've got my little knife saw that I have on my Gerber. I carried a pocket chainsaw for a while, but I just
did it break?
No, I broke. I couldn't. I got tired of using the dang thing. Could it cut trees down? Sure, but I just didn't like going.
Right. A lot of them break though.
No, not the wire one. This was actually a chainsaw type, so it didn't break. It just I wore out, and I figured I got to find something better.
Yeah, this is the Corona clippers.
Okay.
Everybody's seen these. Okay.
Shears.
They also make the handsaw, which is the straight one, but they also make a folding one. This one here is about. Yeah, this one here is about 12, 13 years old. And it's still sharp.
I like the curve on it.
Yes.
Well, that's cool, Grace. Grace has got a sleeping pad that stows inside her pump sack, which is really cool. I want to get a bigger sleeping pad because I'm fat. I'm not ashamed to say it, so bear with me here.
Thermarest makes some big ones.
No, I've actually found one. I can't remember who made it, but it's like 3 inches thick and about 33 to 36 inches wide. I found everything I found is at secondhand stores, and I found them cheap. And for a base camp one, that big thick one is going to be staying in my base camp because there's one thing I do. When I go to this place, I get a campsite at the main campgrounds. And then I go take up my second tent, which I carry with me on the backpacking trails. Then I camp out those. Cool. I only have to pay for the main campsite. The backpacking sites are free.
Nice.
So that's one of the bonuses of it.
This is actually pretty old too. It's about the same age, but you can get them you can get a scabbard.
Oh, cool! It fits.
That almost looks like apocalyptic, type situation.
Well, like I said, the industry I was in, this is real nice to have. Being in the landscaping, ground maintenance, and pest control, yeah. But I've had that for years.
That's cool.
Okay, now when you guys did when you guys went on your backpacking trip, what kind of soap did you use?
It's just like biodegradable backpackers.
I used Camp Suds.
Might be Camp Sud. That might be the brand.
Yeah, Camp Suds, not Camp Soap. There's a different. Two different things.
It's green. It's green, and it has a white cap.
Yep, I have someone here somewhere. I'm having trouble turning. So
there's another one though.
Right here.
Dr. something. Yep, that's the same one I have.
Dr. Bromers.
Dr. Bromers. That stuff is amazing.
Yeah, my wife can't use it. I have some because my boy wanted some. I got I got a big bottle of it. But that stuff there, when it says you could use it for washing your hair, washing your dishes, washing your clothes,
Everything.
it does. And it leaves no film, leaves no, it
Yeah.
smells nice too.
And it's
So,
biodegradable.
yeah, biodegradable. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, this was a $10 bottle about 5 years ago. And this is how much I got left.
That's the bigger one.
Yeah. $10 at Walmart, at Bass Pro.
Okay.
For this.
Uh,
This is 5
we
years ago.
cheated. My wife used to be a tour bus driver,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and she would collect all the little shampoos and the soaps and stuff, and we would use those when we went camping.
Well, that's okay, but I mean, some places
Yeah.
they don't want you using your regular soap or
Yeah.
anything like that. So
Well,
this
when we went out, we usually stayed at a cabin.
this is just a little
Yeah,
8-ounce
you
bottle.
can.
That's all it is,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bigger one though. I think mine are like 4 ounces.
And the thing is, if I could find a big jug to refill this thing, I will so do so. But originally, the pot that I showed you came with a little teeny bottle, and I was using this to fill that up because that way I can have everything enclosed in one kit. And like I said, I found all that for $7, and I'm still like I want to pat myself on the back for that find, but I got lucky is all I can say. I was searching around, I saw something shiny, and shiny thanked me ever since.
I need another water.
You go right ahead. I have a Pepsi over here that I haven't even touched yet.
My coffee's empty.
Well, you saw my coffee cup. I finished it the other day, and I haven't made another one yet. I was going to start talking about fire making devices.
Oh yeah, wait for that conversation. I'm going to use the restroom too real quick.
I'm going to go follow suit.
I cheat.
I bring those two. I bring everything. Jason,
yeah.
you have the con. You're in charge.
Yeah, I got the Flint
wild
and
parties while I'm
CNC as
gone.
well.
Oh,
All
is
right,
he
go.
going to the bathroom too?
Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah,
What do they call
he's
it?
gonna go
Like
use the room.
a 10-100?
Now mine's more of
Yeah.
I got to go to the. You got to hit the loo, hit the latrine. I got to see a man about a horse.
See, my dad's name's John, so we weren't allowed to call it that.
Oh yeah.
Sink the
I
ship.
have to hit the head. Whatever you want to call it.
Or we just say, I need to make some more room for this. All right, I'm going to wait because I don't want to leave you all by yourself. So,
Oh no, I got people in the chat.
what
Well,
part of
maybe.
the country are you in?
I am in Southeast Texas.
Awesome.
This is where I retired.
We were looking at, so when we were fleeing the West Coast for reasons we don't need to get into, but you probably get
I
it.
concur. Yes.
I took a long weekend, and my wife and I flew. We left the kids with a babysitter. We flew to San Antonio. We were thinking San Antonio seems so cool, and so I got a rental car. I know, I got there and figured it out, but
okay.
we got a rental car, and because I'm in tech, so I also have to be. Back in those days, I had to be somewhere near one of these big tech hubs, which Austin was right there. So, and so like we got a rental car. We probably put 3,000 miles on the car. We drove.
Oh wow.
We really loved New Braunfels, to be honest. But we went on the west side of San Antonio also. Like went around in hill country, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Went all the way up to like Dallas and Fort Worth and all these surrounding areas. We were driving around neighborhoods. We were meeting with real estate agents. We were like, and we just, you get that feeling inside and you're like, it just doesn't feel like home. Like,
Yeah.
we're used to the Northwest where there's huge trees and
watch my video.
I will. I subbed to you tonight.
I did the same thing here. But
Thank
no,
you.
I have trees here that are about 80 feet tall.
Catch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pine
see,
trees.
We didn't get down to the southwest side. You're in the southeast.
wow.
Or west?
I'm on the southeast side of Texas.
Okay, so then we didn't get down there either. We didn't go to
Yeah, I'm
Houston.
about-
We didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm north of there. I'm about 2.25 hours north of there.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I love
Put it this way,
Texas for
Huh?
Texas. Oh, I was just saying, Texas checks all the boxes except the one thing I didn't
cities.
like was that every river, every body of water that I saw was all man-made,
Oh, cool.
and so it was really it was like mud water,
Ugh.
and I don't know, I couldn't get my head around it, but
Yeah, here in the southeast, all the bodies of water are like that because we have such a high sand and silt and clay in the area. Hardly any rocks where I'm at. I have to go like 20 minutes north to even see any rocks.
wow, I still haven't found any rocks on my property. Kid,
Yeah,
Got
it
it
looks
now.
like
My water filter.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's my hiker. It's what I use for filtering water on the trail. When you don't want to wait, just pump some water into my bottle and go.
Yeah.
yeah. Here in the next few weeks, I'm gonna go ahead and do another update about the creek behind my house.
So when are you going to
Colin,
invite us down to go fishing?
Whenever you guys show up.
So we could just show up in the door. Hey, Jason, we're here.
Give me about a day's notice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that actually, you're about less than a day away, technically, about 14 hours. I believe.
Yeah, if you don't stop.
No, I don't remember. I don't sleep much.
Well, I know, but you need to stop for fuel and food
Oh, that too. Yeah.
and room. Mm-hmm.
No, I remember I went to basic training in Texas. So I know Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Well, like I said, oh, hold on. The wife is about to come to the door with the kid.
okay.
There
Okay.
we go.
You know what this is?
Can't see it yet. It's a spark rock.
It's flint.
Okay, that's what I said first, but
Yeah. Well, here's another one. You can see it looks a little bit
because
more.
you have some other ones that aren't flint, but they still work, right?
Right. Now, this is my preferred method of fire starting.
Yep, I know.
So this
and I told you this is the only one that I've never done.
Really?
I know how to make char cloth. I know how it works. I get the principle of it. I've just actually never put it in practice.
Okay. There's one method of fire starting I will never try again. And that is the bow saw. Hate that one with a passion. Yes, I got those too.
I keep one in my pocket. I don't smoke or anything, but I keep.
I don't smoke either.
Okay.
But I have multiple I carry 3 lighters with me. This is my primary, actually, on the trail, using this to start my fires. This and char cloth. Because you really don't need much more than that.
You don't.
But do I have extras? Yes, I do. Why? Why not?
Yeah. You never know if you're going to lose it. You tear a hole in your pocket and it's somewhere.
It could crack. It could crack.
It can break. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This does not crack.
Or you could break an arm, and now how you're going to start that fire with one arm?
Actually, you can.
I'm just saying. Bear with me.
Well, I also got ferro rods.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not like I don't go without ferro rod. I carry multiple ferro rods with me wherever I go to. But having just one method of fire starting and nothing else,
it's not smart.
Yeah.
That's bad juju.
I mean, okay, if you watch any of the Alone series, any of them,
I've watched all of the series.
Okay, how many people brought lighters or whatever, and they end up even ferro rods? Either they lost them, they broke them, they did
Dropped
something
to the fire.
Joe Robinette did that. Yes, I know.
And
he gets teased about that all the time. He understands.
You watch him on YouTube?
Yeah.
I do too.
I've been through 2 dogs with him so far. So
yeah,
if that tells you anything.
He does go through dogs. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Never seen him.
I just learned something about what?
He's not bad. He's not great. He's not.
I've never seen those shows.
He's on YouTube. You just watch him on YouTube.
Yeah.
Unless you have like Netflix or something, you can watch all the Alones.
I have a different.
Never captured my attention. I don't know why.
Hey, Cliff is here. Okay, give me a second.
Hi, Cliff.
I got to put the link down. He's my normal co-host, and I love having you guys up here because, I mean, it just
Oh,
I don't think I
like
got a
tomatoes are in the
notification
ground.
last time you went up.
huh?
I don't
I gotta let
think
Cliff know.
I got a
Yeah.
notification. Like YouTube doesn't give me notifications all the time.
I don't know. I mean, literally, I did this one about 5 o'clock when I set up my whole stream and everything, because I can't have my phone on me when I'm at work. So I did it before I came home, and you guys popped on real quick,
Yeah.
which was
Well,
really
I got the
freaking.
notification about almost 7 o'clock.
Howdy, gents.
Hey, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff. I got this one. I just didn't get your last one. And
I don't know why. I mean,
by the
my
time I
last one was
looked at
for Tuesday. I did my coffee break.
Yeah.
Now, here's what's weird. I got the notification for this live on my phone, on both of my phones, but I didn't get it on my computer.
Really?
See,
I
think
sent it to
YouTube's
you
got
on
something going on.
Instagram too.
Yeah, I got that, and I got the
Yeah, I got the
notification
Instagram.
for it on the YouTube notifications. I even got it on my old crappy phone that I used to film with, and I for some reason didn't get it on my PC. My PC's been on since like 6:30.
Oh, I don't know. The
No,
one
it's a
method I
YouTube
haven't.
thing. I've talked to other people that are experiencing the same thing across platforms. It doesn't matter. YouTube's got a bug somewhere.
Well, the fact is, you're here. Everybody's here. I love you all, literally, because it's so awesome because I get a chance to talk about stuff, and we're actually staying on topic for the most part, which is really, really cool.
What's the topic tonight?
Backpacking gear that I'm taking with me on my trip.
Nice.
And Eagle here. I actually showed some stuff he's never seen, so it was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'm a scrounger, as you already probably guessed.
I love scrounging, but my wife is different. So,
well, the thing is, check
I don't
out
get
my
to do it as
Pick Your
much as
Nose
I used to.
videos. You know, I could find stuff. If you need me to find something, I will find something. You know, just
No, you've kind of re-sparked this in my brain. Like I'm gonna find a place that I can go here because I even as a kid I loved antique stores,
yeah.
and then now I'm like, oh, is that a secondhand store? I want to go in there because you can find wool. You can find wool stuff that people don't understand how awesome it is. It's like $1.
No. I'm gonna show you something.
I'm
I got
all
something to show
about
you.
wool.
Let me show you something.
Bring it on.
Hey, Cliff. How's your plants doing?
My plants are doing surprisingly well. They're
Okay.
kicking into overdrive.
Wool.
Yeah, mine are blooming now, big time.
This is from Civil Defense. It's a Civil Defense blanket from the 60s. Guess how much I paid for it?
$5.
Close. 10. It's a twin, mind you. It's not a full.
Okay, yeah, that's all right.
Will it keep you warm? Yes.
Even in the rain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why wool is
I
so
use
awesome.
it as a ground sheet more than anything else because
Way
it's
warmer than a sheet.
it's too small for me to wear generally, other than over my shoulders and that kind of thing.
Right.
But it serves its purpose. And this is at one of the places I go to called Collectomania that I picked this up, which is the same place I picked up my MSR kit.
I would put that right over the top of your air mattress and then sleep on top of it.
Yeah, I just carry. I mean, I have a sleeping bag I carry. It's just a cheapy Walmart sleeping bag,
Yeah, but that'll keep the ground from sucking all your heat out.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, where I'm at, generally it's because it's over 4th of July. It doesn't get super hot there. It gets actually fairly cool. Actually, it gets cold enough in July here in Iowa to see my breath.
Oh,
which is really weird for Iowa.
I miss those days.
And I find stuff like this all the time. My boy just found 2 military cots, possibly Navy military folding cots, for $12.50.
That's cool.
The wooden framed ones.
Yeah.
And the kid's almost as good as me when it comes to scrounging.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh no! I mean, I got the cheapy stuff. I mean, I've got the cheapy tarp from Walmart. Nothing fancy, but you don't need fancy if it works.
Tarps should be cheap anyway because they don't last very long.
No, they're fully
Unless you get
displayed.
one of those, like,
keep the water off you.
This is the one thing I
$200
actually bought
tarps.
brand new. just because I don't want to stamp on water purification. Do I have the tablets? Yes. Do I have other options? Yes. But I like this one because I just don't want to have to wait to get water. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, yeah. Cliff's favorite friend.
Yeah.
I got so much of that. I got 1,200-foot rolls coming in
Oh,
the
my
mail
God.
in the next couple of days.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Cliff makes these, by the way, Eagle.
Yeah, I made some of mine too.
Okay. He made this one for me, though.
Oh, you put a buckle on it. That's cool.
Oh
he
yeah,
made-
I got a high end. Let's see, where did I put that stupid thing?
This thing works really well. And one of the things I have a plan to do on my to-do list is archery related, and it is paracord related.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, when you say you're going to make a bowstring, they said,
Please ignore the branding if you can read that. But yeah, I'm using the shackle buckles.
"Here, let me make it bigger, if that way you can
Get them in
see
bulk
that
or
better."
something.
Yeah, they for like $8 or $10, you can buy like a pack of 5 of these, and you get the horseshoe shackle, the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like I
actual
got.
mount itself. I mean,
That's
Resizable. Nice.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
comfortable.
it's like
yeah, you got the
clever
main
switch.
one here, and then you've got your 3 size holes here, and then you've got the steel threaded bolt that goes in there.
That's cool.
And I'm pretty good at making these things.
What was
Depending
the
on how
braid
big you want it,
what
I
was
can
the
make them
style
pretty
braid you
quick.
made for me, Cliff?
Huh?
What was the style you used on mine?
The one I made for you was
Is
is
it the
considered
Cobra?
the King Cobra.
King Cobra. Okay.
But yeah, the amount of cord that I have on the center of that, I'm gonna just call that the Titan Cobra weave, because suck the King Cobra, because that one's just basically the Cobra weave doubled over.
Yeah.
But I've got the inside of yours. There's like it runs back and forth 8 times.
How many feet you said you was under? Like 32 feet?
I think like just close to like 30 something feet is what I stuck in that bracelet.
Okay.
Roughly a 10-inch bracelet has like 30 feet of cord in it.
Okay. I'll show you what I plan on doing with that. Not the whole outside of the paracord. I plan on making a bowstring out of the inner cords.
Yeah.
That's the plan. And I
What
hope
is
to
that
do a
thing?
video, but
And
What
this
is
is my
that
main
thing?
boy right here.
this is my Flemish bowstring maker.
Oh, okay.
And I plan on using the bowstring once I make it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna make a full length Flemish bowstring for it. One of my long bows. So
The inner cords of that paracord is amazing.
yeah. The thing is, people talk about, I used it for stitching up something. I used it for catching fish. And they say, when they talk about making a bowstring, they think, it's the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
need
they
probably
have-
that nylon casing stretches, so do the inner cords, because they're still technically cotton cord. It's
Yeah,
like
it
cotton
stretches.
blended nylon,
Yep.
but that stuff still has, I think it's over 10 feet. I think you have about 6 inches of stretch over 10 foot. Like if you put tension on it, it'll stretch about 6 inches.
Yeah, I plan on doing all that stuff, but I'm going to fold it and make sure it's usable. It'll be usable. It'll make a bowstring.
So you know how to wrap it, right? So it
You gotta
doesn't
figure it.
it up.
Yeah. I actually have a cheater thing that I've got. It's actually an old thing for a kite string that works awesome for those, by the way, for paracord.
Yeah.
People don't overlook the simplest thing.
I use bank line a lot more than I use paracord anymore.
That's why bank line's
paracord
cheaper
is for the big
money.
stuff. Bank line is for the everything else.
It's like 1,200 pound break strength. I mean, it's not 550. It's 1,200.
I know, but the thing is, if
You can get the
you don't
thicker
want a
stuff.
thin, if you're holding something up, you don't want to thin anything. Doesn't matter what the tensile strength is. If you hit yourself in the throat while walking through there because you can't see the dang thing in the dark,
Yeah.
I don't want that going right there to my
Those
throat.
ones.
But I
Yeah.
can see paracord.
I
Yes.
left my I have a campsite that I built in the backyard in the forest part, and I didn't even do it on purpose, but I left the ridge line up, and it's bank line. It's black. You can't see it at all.
Exactly.
But luckily, I'm 6 feet tall, and I think my ridge line is like right here. And I walked over it 5 or 6 times and didn't even notice that it was there. And then I was like, my buddy came over on his motorcycle on his dirt bike. I'm like,
no.
"Ooh."
Right across the chest.
Or the
I
neck.
didn't realize that was there. Like, stop.
That's why go with bank line. It's
That'll
great for
take
small
it.
for this, stuff you don't, you need something visible. Use paracord.
Yeah.
Well, the
Well,
thing
like
is,
the
they
same
make
stuff that
reflective
I use
paracord
is
now.
the
Oh, I
masonry
got to
line.
send another link down for one more person because we have a very cool friend from Australia.
Amanda.
All right, I'm gonna. Now that you guys aren't by yourself, I'm gonna take a 10-100.
Go right ahead.
Go.
Mandy, please come up. Cliff
Mandy.
smells. Uh-oh. What did you do, Cliff?
Man, he's just giving me crud already.
That's her job.
Now, do you guys use masonry line?
No.
Yeah,
Never
that
heard
stuff
of
is
it.
pretty awesome. Oh, hold on.
Masonry line.
I know you guys have seen it.
Now, we actually, have been on topic for the most part. Pretty good here, Cliff, which is really freaky.
Yeah, unlike mine yesterday, that was why. I mean, I didn't really have a set topic yesterday. That stuff was just going everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I like bank line, but I mean, like you said, if you can't see it in the dark, it is such a hazard.
Yeah, bank line honestly is more for the bushcraft stuff. Oh yeah, that stuff.
It's similar to
Yeah,
bank.
this stuff here is
Yeah, the
awesome.
spools of you usually get that, and it usually comes in pink, yellow, blue, and red if you can find the
And
red
white.
ones.
You got gold.
Yeah, and white.
No, I got the orange, and I also
Oh.
have a roll of white.
I'm sorry, on the camera, it looks gold.
Yeah.
It looks orange on my side, but it's like gold. It's almost like orangey, like orange yellow.
There she
That's
is.
orange.
I got half an
But
hour.
yeah, you get you get like 600 feet for just a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
She didn't say it. Say it.
Hi! Oh,
There
hello!
you go.
Hello.
That's your tagline. Hello.
Hello!
This
I'm
is
bearded
Mandy.
eagle.
Hey, Amanda.
She's from Australia,
For now.
and she's going to be moving to South Dakota.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Get ready for some tornadoes.
She knows.
No. No.
Don't
I'm going to
talk,
have
don't
a
talk.
nice little corner
winter.
in the basement where I can go and hide as soon as the
Yeah.
sirens start.
That's what root cellars are
with
for.
a cast iron tub. With a cast iron tub.
That'll work too.
Yep.
Yes,
Or-
that was masonry line. Could you show Eagle your masonry line, please, Jason?
What's this?
Masonry
Here,
line.
put them full
Masonry
screen.
line.
Put it up closer to your camera.
Put them on full screen, Colin, so you can get it
full
up there
screen.
better.
It's like bank line.
But it's not tarred.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's very,
that's
very
straight
soft.
nylon too,
Silky.
so it'll break down in the sun after a while.
Oh yeah.
What's the break strength?
Let's see. We've had it stretched out for marking soccer fields. We've had kids run across it, get hung up, and trip them.
Okay.
It's
It
strong
will
enough
stretch
to do
about
what the job is,
30%.
but it's not waterproof. Or
Bricklayers.
No,
Oh no,
We
it's
used to,
waterproof and water resistant. That's straight nylon cord.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole point of having a tarred line like bank line.
What?
well, what's nice is you can weave this. You can do a lot of stuff with it.
Tarred bank line won't rot in the sun. That stuff it'll
Okay,
sit there for
there's
years.
the bonus thing I was waiting to find out. Okay.
Yeah, that stuff will sit on. You could tie logs together with that, and it'll be there 5 years later, and not even phase it.
That's what I use it for, is structural stuff.
Yeah, that's really what everybody does bushcraft wise for bank line is they use it to tie everything else together and make like little things here and there. But for the most part, they really they will even tell you to save your bank line or not save your paracord unless it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said I use it as an emergency bowstring.
Yeah.
No, I would not use bank line for a bowstring ever.
Oh, it'll never work.
No.
You guys gonna laugh what I use this for?
What?
I use it for cleaning barrels.
For what?
Nice.
Yeah. I
For
put the patches on here, and I pull it through as hard as I can.
Oh, okay. The barrel
Yeah.
bore. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've seen people do
It doesn't.
that. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, they get the boar snake. They got the patchworm. This stuff is nice and soft. You just tie on the patch and you just pull it through.
Yeah.
I mean, For the big bores, I'll probably do 8, 9, 10 patches to pull them through.
Okay, that's cool. Good to know.
The 17s, I can barely pull 2 1-inch patches through it, and it's tough to pull it through.
Makes them cleaner.
Hand sanitizer for the
Yeah. But we used to do soccer fields with this. We would burn the lines in the grass. Then we come by a couple days later, string it all out again, and then we paint the lines for the soccer field.
Okay.
And we'd have spools of this. 3,700 feet long?
Whoa!
To do a soccer field.
That's
that stuff doesn't weigh much either, because each one of those, you got 300 feet on one of those little rolls, 500 feet,
600 feet, 600 feet.
And that thing weighs what, less than 8 ounces?
Oh yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. We'd put them on a extension cord spool, so it hauled all that. And we tie the ends together.
So
and
how much
yeah,
did that run you?
These things are starting to get kind of expensive now. We have them at work. The 600 feet now is like $12, $13 now.
That's not bad though, considering how much you get.
Yeah, but what they use it for is what they do is they actually have a little tool they set on top of the brick, and it actually wedges itself on there through tension, and they'll pull this extremely tight, so you can get your block all nice and straight.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's that 3-cornered bevel thing. It's like this. It sits on the corner of the brick, and then it just has a little notch right on the end. You tie that string on there.
Yep, and it holds it.
Yeah, it's surprising too. You would think once they put tension on it, that sucker would be all, but no, it sucks on that brick like
it locks itself in.
Oh yeah,
and it will cut you too if you're not careful.
Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about bank line, because it can cut you. That anything like that just scares. It
could potentially cut you in half if you're going like 120 miles an hour through the woods.
You don't catch at the right angle.
You're lucky you saved your friend's life.
Yeah.
That's how Colan hikes. He just 1,200 miles an hour and runs.
Oh, I no. I can do 15, 20 miles. That's one thing, but no, not that fast.
I go slow. I like to take breaks, and I like to have fun.
Oh, that's why I bring my fishing pole on my backpacking trips, because I mean, literally, if I get to a point where there's water and there's fish, I stop.
If I see a freshwater creek, like on the West Coast, we're always hiking in the mountains, so that's why I was saying put the wool blanket on the ground, because I'm used to backpacking in places where it's always cold at night, no matter what time of year it is. But like, if I see a freshwater creek, I'm stop. I don't want to drink the tap water that I came with. I want to drink that water.
Right.
And so I sit there and I pump water, and I mean that's my favorite.
So what kind of filter?
Did you ever fish the Sierras?
What's that?
What kind of filter do you carry? Sorry, Jason. I just wanted to know.
I'll answer that. But what did Jason say?
I don't know.
I was wondering, did you ever fish the Sierras, or were you just up in Oregon and Washington?
Did you fish in the Sierras?
Sierras.
Sierra Mountains?
Yeah. Sierra Mountains in California.
Oh, no.
Sierra Nevada Mountains?
I don't go to California, Stan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I've driven down there and stuff, but I don't recreate down there because I can't protect myself.
You can't carry.
Yeah, well, I used to fish.
We can talk about it. We just can't say it. There's a difference. We got really good about talking about things without talking about things.
Right. We have to figure out code words like.
Pew pew is the word that we use for that for the most parts. Pew pew. That's stupid as all get out, but it's what we've been saying here.
Pew pew.
And freedom seeds. We talk about those.
Well, like I said, Listen, the Eastern Sierras used to be the most beautiful place around.
It's a gardening channel. We can talk about freedom seeds all day long.
So my water filter is might have to bring up my Amazon. It is an awesome one.
You use an MSR one?
I think so. I think it's an MSR Rapid Fire. I don't know. I can't remember the name.
I got the kind in because it was just one of the first ones I spotted,
Yeah.
I've seen people, on the trail use them, but they had the more expensive Hiker Pro ones and all that stuff. I didn't like the life straws at all.
Oh, life straw sucks.
Because
It's an
life straws
emergency
don't
thing.
give you the option of being able to pump it directly into your pot or your bottle, because all you have to do is suck on it. You can't do anything else.
Yeah, mine, like the Nalgene screws right into it. All my bladder, like the bladders will screw into it.
Yeah. This one here has.
Oh, so you like,
I'm pretty sure it's MSR.
Yeah.
I think they're like $100. It's not.
Mine
it's
was
not
about 50.
cheap. What's that?
Mine was about 50. Yeah, there's mine right there.
I'm afraid that if I look mine up, I'm gonna lose your StreamYard.
Open up and you can't. Oh, you're using your phone.
I'll grab this thing.
Use your tablet. Okay, smart.
Yeah, that's why I have my tablet next to me so I can at least read the chat.
Yeah.
That's why I like my computer.
Oh, there's Ben.
A new window.
Yeah. I was going to try and use the computer this evening, but it didn't want to work right.
Yeah, see, this is the one I have. I have the generic, like this is a generic one, but I have
Pure works really well too.
Well, Pure is not generic.
It's pretty good.
Dude, I bought this thing at Walmart, like,
That's a real deal.
Like
Pure
early,
works.
late 90s.
That's the real deal.
Yeah.
Pure is a good brand.
Chitin, MSR. If long as it works, it's all that matters.
Right. I've never got
this
sick.
thing. That's just my adapter. It doesn't thread on nothing, but it'll fit in my Nalgene bottle like it was nothing.
Yeah, mine fits on my Nalgene bottle too. But I also carry a 3-liter hydration bladder on me. I tried using a 2-liter, but I kept on running out of water. So I upgraded to a 3-liter, and then I just have enough to get to the next stop.
It actually holds in there pretty tight. It's got like a little bit of a taper, so it like locks in.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a 32-ounce one, right?
Yeah.
Should I bring out my big one, Cliff?
Yeah, bring out the good one. Bring out
Oh, yeah.
Who's beeping over there?
I'll get it.
Maybe. Who do you think, Cliff? Who do you think?
I always thought it was funny that it came with this little like filter, and then it had the little floaty. But my floaty never stays in the same spot. Like it moves.
Hey, hon.
Like it's
Typically-
I would put this in the water, and this thing would just sink to the bottom, and then I'd just be filtering dirt
Yeah.
because my floaty never floated.
Typically, glue, duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape, or I was gonna say a rubber band.
Yeah, a rubber band probably would do it.
So I have.
Or I could just buy a smaller piece of foam or a fatter hose.
I have the MSR Hyperflow.
Okay.
And I buy this for people that tell me they want one, but it has all the attachments for Nalgene's and all that stuff, and then the red flat thing with the straps. You can strap it around a rock and put it on the ground on the base of the creek, and that flat thing is a pre-filter, so it's not letting in any of the dirt. But it'll let you strap it to something to keep it underwater.
So it's a pre-filter water bag is what it is.
Right.
Love having
Cliff,
all
I
that
don't want to go to
water.
work.
Bye, Mandy.
Don't do
I
it.
don't want to go to work.
Oh, I thought you said you had to go to work.
When are you moving?
Yeah, when it happens.
Well, they
I don't know.
say you can. She's kind of stuck.
I was gonna
Things
say,
to
if you're
pay,
moving-
paperwork to do.
We need to have a fundraiser for her.
You got to discuss that with my other half.
Well, I know, but we still got to do it. If that gets you here faster, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Again, discuss it with the other half.
Well, he's got to be able to be here for us to do that.
Well, he's at work.
Okay, I can't find it at the moment, Cliff, but I got one. It's like a 64-ounce Nalgene bottle. But I did find something you might get a kick out of, Eagle.
I still agree with Grace. Life straws are garbage. I know they mean well, but they need to work on their product development.
Give me a second. Yeah, I get to work.
Is that a gas mask bag?
No. This is a Boy Scout bag, Troop 38. It's a backpack.
Nice.
My boy found this, and it's got the part where you have to lace the sides up and everything. And
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe the person who owned this used a 10-foot rope fishing stringer for to hold the thing together. So which was it was really cool. It's really ingenious, and this is one of my boys' finds.
That's a perfect job for paracord because you want it to stretch a little bit.
But there's the, like you said, it says,
Oh,
That's
nice.
the name of
Troop
that filter
38.
yep, and it says right here. Give me a second. I'm trying to read this because it's kind of faded.
I was in Troop 9.
138.
There's an emblem right here, but I can't really. It doesn't really. It's kind of faded. It's hard to read. But it's a really nice little knapsack.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's one of my boys' finds.
All right, we're getting into fire starting, right?
Yep. What do you think? Okay.
I have to go.
Be well.
gotta
Be
work.
safe.
All right.
Bye, Amanda.
Have fun.
We will miss you, Mandy.
Great to
No,
meet
you
you.
won't.
Amanda.
Good to meet you too.
See you
I'll
later.
talk to you later.
Be well.
Love
Bye,
you.
Cliff.
Love you.
Bye,
Hey,
Mandy.
say goodbye to Jenny.
But Jenny, love you
Hi,
both.
hi, Jenny.
There it is, Sawyer. Jesus.
That's my wife.
Bye.
I had a major brain fart. I couldn't remember the other name of because I know not Life Straw. Frontier makes a decent water straw that you can actually put an attachment onto the bottom. But I was also thinking Sawyer.
Sawyer makes good ones too.
I think I have a Sawyer one.
The Be Free. Some people like the Be Free nowadays, but the
Yeah,
thing is, the Be Free
Catadyne Be
does have
Free.
its disadvantages, even though it makes it lightweight. The fact is that there's no rigidity to the side of the container. Your filter can be damaged if you're not careful. And as Grace mentioned, those kind of things with those kind of fibers type of filters,
Yeah, the Hall
they
fiber.
can freeze really easily and be damaged that way. So you got to be careful about that.
Yeah, there's also this one, but that's like $120 water filter.
That's MSR, isn't it?
I don't know what they just have it as a backpacking water filter, but that's an MSR. That thing's like 100 something bucks.
Yeah, mine was
doesn't
like
have
$49.
The screen on it, it's not like it's a sediment screen. It's like a fine mesh screen.
Yep.
That lets
mine's
virtually nothing in, but it still has
Hyperflow
the
is-
hollow fiber fill pump on the inside.
the Hyperflow. They want 135 on Amazon. That's what I carry. But you can get filters real easy. You can get the repair kits with all the gaskets and the O-rings and everything. You
Yep.
can totally redo it. But I've never gotten sick from it, so I've used it a ton of times.
The only thing I don't like about the Kaizen is the price of the filters, replacement filters, is all.
Yeah, it's almost cheaper to buy a whole new system.
Yeah. But mine is very similar to what you had, Cliff. Look, see?
Yeah, yours looks exactly like mine. It's just yours is a different brand. Actually, to be honest, they're just branded with different names. It's the exact same filter.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, the replacement filters for this. I bought a bunch of them at one point, but
Yeah.
they're $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, watch here. Let me get mine again, Colin. Watch, hold yours up. I'm pretty sure they were literally made by the same manufacturer, just stamped under different product names.
Yep.
See, there's mine. Watch. Yeah, see, exact same filter here. Let me put mine the other way.
Is that like having a Black & Decker and a Chicago Electronics?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're literally the exact same filter. His is
It's like
red,
someone
mine is-
bought one and said, hey, we'll copy that design and reuse it ourselves.
Well, it's a simple design. You've got the main chamber as your filter. You got your out up here and your water flow on the inside. And it's just a hand pump.
Right. And it does work. And I've got the extra, hoses and stuff in here.
It actually still has water in it.
But, just replace the filters as you need it. And the filters aren't too bad.
think my filter's actually degrading in here. Get out.
Yeah, you have to back pump them.
Well, mine's weird. I've got a double filter. I've got the screen filter, and then it's got charcoal on the inside.
I'm trying to get mine out, so bear with me
I've
here.
got a 2-stage. I've got a filament filter and then the charcoal filter. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Yeah, this is mine.
Yeah,
Nice.
2-stage. Yeah, I think you've got the 2-stage
Same
filter as
thing.
well.
Look at that. They're like identical.
Well,
Yeah.
I
mean, dude,
replaced mine
I
recently.
bet you probably still got that dimple at the bottom too. Watch, check the bottom of yours. Yep. It literally the exact same manufacturer. They just slap different names on it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it doesn't matter what you use. As long as you use one effectively, keep your filters clean. And I mean, as much as people talk about it on the show and everything, you can filter your stuff through straw, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. As a former Army medic, pure water is a must. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're at. Whether you're in the desert like this guy is, or down in Texas like this guy is, or you and where you are at. Was South Carolina or North Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I was thinking Oregon because he was talking about the East Coast or the West Coast.
But me in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
But when you filter from the cleanest water possible first.
Yeah.
Always do that if you can.
No, I'm gonna find the one spot where I see a deer peeing, and then I'm gonna filter from there from below that.
I've seen people try to test life straws doing stuff like the weirdest things with life straws. They probably have a video about it here on YouTube somewhere.
I'm sure they do.
Oh yeah.
I think there's one on TikTok, definitely, probably. But seeing somebody actually try to do a life straw with soda, like Coke or Pepsi or something like that, just to
I've
see
seen
if
them do that with the Brita water filters.
Brita water filters work too. I mean, would I carry one on the backpacking trip? Probably not.
No,
Because there's no way if you could find a way to make an adapter for the Brita filters for something like this, that would be genius.
dude, that's pretty much what these are.
I understand that's what they're
stole the
basically
idea
are.
from whoever made
Yeah,
this.
you
how
use
they
the
do the
pressure
filters.
to filter it.
Yeah, just the thing is, if you can find a way to get a pump situation that'll fit one of those, those things, the filters are a lot cheaper than these.
Oh yeah.
And they're charcoal too.
Yeah, I know.
Now, see what you do is now the fun way to do it is you get one of those like $5 like drill pumps that you usually see at like Harbor Freight, or you can get it like I don't know, Canadian Tire probably has the one flow in, one flow out. Comes on the same standard tube you got these things on. Just connect one end, chuck that sucker in the water, just sit there with a power drill, be all zzz, and just filter all of that through this. Or like a
then all of a sudden yours gets
good
clogged
water
and it explodes out the side. Then you have to replace the whole system because you overdid the pump system.
Yeah, probably would go that way. You'd probably those hollow fiber filters, man. You've got to put some pressure to get water through them things.
Yeah, but the thing
Once
is,
they
you put
start
too much
flowing,
pressure,
they're
you
good.
shatter them or something.
Well, you got to prime them when they're dry. That's not a problem. But if you're using them when they're wet, because like you said, that you got to backflow wash those things. Otherwise, the fibers get all clogged, and then
Grace said, Grace has actually used filters for in the wintertime, which is something that most of us probably haven't done. Maybe you have, Eagle, when you're in the higher elevations where it's cool out, but you got to keep your filters warm, otherwise they will shatter and be useless. And the last thing you need is obviously I'm trying to figure out the pronunciation. Giardia.
Giardia.
Yeah.
Giardia?
I'm dyslexic, so bear with me here.
Beaver fever.
Yeah, you don't want to get that anywhere, and that's prevalent in pretty much every stream in the United States.
Here's the thing: all you have to do is boil the water. I mean,
No, I understand that, but if you're in a situation where you can't boil water, or are unable to get the fuel to boil water, you got to use what you have.
Once your water hits like pretty much a rolling boil, that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean,
20 minutes.
You could use all your sticks of little fat wood to do it, but it would take everything you have. And I don't, then I got, you see my like what I got with my alcohol stove, and I've got my other stuff, my little wood gas stove, and I've got my folding, stove, which I can use for other things too. So
Yeah, see, I have the advantage here. I actually have a well on the property.
me too.
Well.
I have a well,
Yep. Yeah. Oh, do
which
you?
is really freaky, Eagle. This where I live, it's not common to have a real working well on your property in the middle of town. Yep.
Technically, you're not in the middle of town, but
Yeah. My house is from 1936. They didn't cap the well when when the city sprung up around it.
Now, what's your water table at?
I don't know, but the water's good. I've tested it.
I'm
Yeah.
60 feet above sea level, and we dug a test well on my neighbor's house to see if we could, because we're gonna do one here too. But we did it, and it just to fill our pond. So I have a fishing pond right here,
Right.
like a half an acre, 3/4 of an acre pond,
Right.
and we haven't gotten much moisture, so we want to fill them up, and so we dug a test well over at his house. He's my neighbor, and we went down 35 feet, and we're only 65 feet above sea level. So, and we can only get like 2 gallons out of it.
There might be a clay layer right below it.
My flow rate is really high.
We have to dig it deeper.
Ours is not that deep, but it's got a really good flow rate.
We have city water, but I want
I got
irrigation.
Yeah,
I want
I got
both.
both.
What you can't see right behind my computer here is is our fireplace, which we're not allowed to use due to insurance reasons, which really sucks.
it's a working fireplace.
It is a working fireplace. They don't want to pay the insurance to have it, fully functional, even though,
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah, during the wet times of the year, I'm 18 inches
Yeah.
Yeah, my water
for
table's
the
like
water table.
less than roughly around 3 feet. I can dig down 3 feet and just hit water.
At my parents'
Yeah.
house
I live in
growing
the
up,
desert.
the water table was 10 feet below the surface of our property. I had an underground stream going under, so that's.
Yeah.
I grew up on that kind of stuff. So
That's the funny thing. I got water like when it rains, I get water everywhere. I've got two. My house is in between 2 ditches.
Eagle, if you get a chance to see a tour of Cliff's house, you are going to be so jealous. His dad's he's an engineer,
Mechanical engineer, but he engineered the house.
Their water catchment system is to die for.
That gray thing back there,
all him.
that's a
and
16-inch thick wall.
Yeah,
How thick?
The house is
the house
over-engineered.
Rammed earth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's energy efficient as all get out. Everything you
yeah.
need, with the exception of having good soil.
That's a
But,
New
yeah,
Mexico
doesn't
thing.
make-
Down here is either sand or sand mixed with clay.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the only bad part. He doesn't have the
Yeah,
proper
gravel. There's a lot of rocks in
topsoil
this
at
yard.
all.
We have a lot of sand here too in North Carolina.
Sand here.
Sand is great to filter water. The only problem is
Yeah,
sand
I got-
retains 90% of the water you filter through it.
But oh man,
Well, guys, it's 10 o'clock. It's time for
Yeah.
me to get going.
go to bed.
Boy,
Sir.
Jason.
To bed with
Yeah.
you.
Yep, I'm going to be going.
I will catch you later, sir. Thank you for coming.
All righty. All right,
And
you guys
thank you
have
for
fun.
hosting.
Good to meet
Oh,
you.
no
Jason.
trouble. All right, same here, Eagle. Later.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. Let's see.
Ah, he's sideways.
That's my ceiling.
I mean,
Oh yeah, beams. There you
oh
go.
yeah. I mean, like I said, if we could move his house like here to Iowa, that'd be so awesome.
Dude, I don't think you'd be able to find a truck strong enough to move this house.
Oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff. I've seen people move houses here.
Yeah, but the foundation on this house is 18 inches thick
So,
by 2 feet. It's not coming out of the ground because it's not. The bottom half is tapered, and then there's like a foot and a half, 2 feet.
Did
or
your
like a
dad
foot and a
make
half.
it earthquake proof?
Sounds
Yeah,
like it.
basically, well, we put my dad put a wider footprint on the bottom so it doesn't sink into the dirt.
Yeah, like you said, his dad over-engineered the house.
Hey,
which
Tasha,
makes
how's it going?
Hey, Tasha.
Yeah, so like the bottom
Hello,
footer
Tasha.
is about 18 inches, and then it tapers, I think, down to 24, like the bottom foot, and then we have all the roofs, the rest of the house stacked on top of that.
Yeah. His backyard is so beautiful. They've had weddings in there that don't even belong to the people. They just asked to have their weddings there.
Oh no, the wedding one my sister did her wedding here, and then another one is a friend of the family, like a friend of the family
I was half right. Okay, I was half right.
who's known my mom since they were kids, and that lady has actually seen me in my birthday suit as a kid, so I've known
I'm
this lady
sorry?
for a long time. But yeah,
That is cool. We got some really cool people in here today, as per usual.
well, I've never met Bearded Eagle. I don't think I've run across him anywhere.
I met him the other day, and he's just an awesome guy. So
I was lurking on your guys' last one because I didn't get the notification when you started, and then when I pulled it up, I was like, yeah, I gotta go to bed soon anyway. So, but I sat here and got to know you guys without. But I met Colan once.
yeah,
Colin, how do you?
Colin.
Colin.
It's spelled. It's an Irish spelling. Please bear with
Okay.
me.
But yeah, it's good to meet
It
you.
is what it is. It's my
Cliff,
middle name.
Cliff,
So
where are you located?
I'm
Iowa.
located in New Mexico.
New Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, if you heard the term "take a left" at Albuquerque,
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
Yeah, that's me. How's it going, KP45?
So
KP45,
Cliff,
how
do you
doing?
know about Philmont Scout Ranch?
Nope, never even heard of it.
Mount Baldy?
Isn't that where there was a tornado there once?
That's
No,
where the
no.
Boy Scouts own a ton of property up there. They call it Philmont Scout Ranch.
There
I've
was
never
a-
been in Boy Scouts, so I have no idea.
Okay,
Because I've been to New Mexico for that.
okay.
That's got to be in like either northeast New Mexico or northwest New Mexico.
Oh look.
I just had a flashback of a story that happened. I think it was either Iowa or California. I can't remember. Of a Boy Scout camp that got hit by a tornado.
Oh,
That
geez.
was, yeah.
Were they prepared? Huh? Did it?
It came out of the blue. They were. I mean, it went from blue skies to tornado, and disappeared just as quick. But I
Yeah,
think
they do that sometimes.
This in Iowa. It changes like 5 minutes, and
Philmont is in Cimarron.
Okay, so yeah, that's southeast. I forgot where that's at. I haven't been. I've driven through Cimarron like twice in my lifetime.
okay. This was back in 2009. Here
Stay
in
safe, KP. Don't freeze.
It's like a little bit northeast of Santa Fe.
Okay,
Iowa.
yeah,
It's for Santa Fe.
yeah, Cimarron.
I've been through Albuquerque once. My family went on a vacation to see the Grand Canyon.
And boy, the Grand Canyon it is.
I went
They
to
have
the,
estimated that even if you stuck every person on the planet in that canyon, it'll only fill up like a 2-mile space. It won't even fill. It literally won't even fill the gap. It's like putting a drop of water in a bucket.
Yeah, another good thing to see out that direction is the Great Meteor Crater. If you ever heard of that,
Now you got to go Carlsbad if you're going down that way.
I have not been to Carlsbad, but that was on the list. Remember, we discussed that. Going on a backpacking overnight weekend trip thing is what we were also discussing as well.
Yeah, I think Jenny will stay out of that one because she doesn't like bats or going into caves.
No, it's true on both counts, and the fact that she's got bad ankles.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a long walk down there. It's like 45 minutes to walk
Now,
from the entrance to the bottom.
Ian and I can do it, no problem.
I've done it both ways. I've done walk back and then I've walked back the other way. Like I said, it's a long ways down, and it's a slow pace. You don't want to run down it because it's got a good slope to it.
Oh, that's cool. Grades are good. Just take your time. You're not. It's
Yeah.
as the saying goes. It's not a race.
Well, you're looking at everything while you're down there. That's why it takes forever.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. He used the 2 words "yes, ma'am" and spelled it right. Yes, I'm talking about you, Eagle.
I know
Well,
Tasha from Great Farmers Freelance channel.
Tasha's been coming in here for a while, and that's they come here, they hang out. They're more than welcome to come up if they want to. We do not do political stuff at all here because everybody and their grandmother does that.
It gets old.
It is, and the fact is, we treat people as people. I don't care.
Except for me, I'm a fat fox.
I don't care what party you follow. In here, you're neutral.
Yeah.
We have the same interest, the outdoors. We
Right.
do our things. That's what we're about, not anything else.
Right.
And
I
then
wonder
whether
if you would consider a sunbathing like channel, an outdoor channel, if that's all they do is they just sit outside on a lawn chair sunbathing.
yes, I would call that someone who worships the sun. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's outdoors.
It is outdoors. The only thing to make sure they do is, if you see them, please put some sunscreen on.
It's not a survival channel. It's not a bushcraft channel.
It's an outdoor channel.
Right.
As Jenny says, they're not doing it
today.
in their birthday suits.
Technically, didn't the Mayans worship the sun?
A lot of people did worship the sun,
Yeah,
not just the Mayans.
I went live today, and all I did was fish.
I get the most I got out is coming from to and from work. I'm sorry to say.
How many fish did you catch?
I didn't count. Probably 12.
How many did you throw back?
I threw them all back. They're
Yeah.
brim. I was just fishing for brim. I have catfish, brim, largemouth, and crappie in here.
Okay. How big is your pond?
It's like a half an acre, 3/4 of an acre.
That's a pretty good sized pond.
Big pond.
And you made it yourself, though, right?
No, it was here when I bought the house in August, so everything was already here.
Oh, you're lucky then.
I built.
I'm surprised
the
your
bushcraft.
bucket mouths haven't eaten all your crappie.
I think that happens. And we also get blue herons, and they'll come in here, and because right now the water level is pretty low. It's probably 4 feet lower than when I moved in.
Oh wow!
They can walk. I mean, through my pond, and then they murder a fish, and I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I don't know what blue herons are up to, but they'll murder the fish and just fly away. Like they're not there to eat the meat. It's almost like they're just gonna, because they have that really long, sharp beak.
They spear it.
It feels like they're just spearing the heart and sucking blood out, and then they're done. They're like,
They're vampires. Just call them. They're blue vampires.
Vampire birds.
Hey, they're also feeding the other fish, though. They're killing off the little ones, and they're feeding other fish because they're going to eat what's left. No
They
problem.
don't get away with it anymore now that I moved in, because my office is upstairs and I can see the pond from there. And
I do know one thing you need for your channel.
What is
Just to
that?
sit down, because I mean you're like standing, aren't you?
What's that?
You're just standing, right?
Oh yeah, no, I work from home and I have a standing desk. I prefer standing because I got a bad back. So if I sit down too long, I get up and I'm like,
I actually have a bad heart, which is
yeah.
Yeah, I had a stent put back in. This is actually right before I started backpacking. This was which actually put me on the path to doing that because I was so sedentary. I mean, I ran my archery range at Renaissance fairs and all around the Midwest, but I wasn't active enough to keep my heart going. So I had a 90% blockage in one of my arteries. They put a stent in. All my energy came back, and I decided I'm not doing that anymore. So I started backpacking because my eye doctor told me about Yellow River at the VA. He said, "You like backpacking, hiking? Yeah, you should check this place out." And I went in there and I fell in love with the place. And I've been going back for 5 years now. So
That's cool.
It is. I've got some videos about Yellow River on my channel. Not a lot, but because I've lost some stuff. But it's just one amazing place after another. I mean, and I've never every trip is different. I see something different. So if you ever get a chance to come up this way, you should.
Are you in Iowa, right?
Correct.
Was the tornado that happened the other day anywhere near you?
Which one?
Okay, so they're all the time. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to killer like poison snakes either. So that's what I was
we
gonna
see
say.
water moccasins all the time here. It's not a problem.
We have those here and many other copperheads and
They have
Oh yeah,
rattlesnakes here in
wait,
Iowa.
can you hear this guy's story about the water moccasins?
Well, when I used to catch them as a kid.
Dork.
Yeah, I used to catch them for fun.
So I'm all about facing my fears. I don't let fear prevent me from doing anything. So like I said, I've been here since August, and I have 5 acres. So when I go
I'm
out,
jealous already. I told you that already.
what's that?
I'm jealous of your property.
Oh, don't be. You can come here anytime.
Well, I want my own.
Yeah. Well, like everybody here that lives here is like, oh, you can't go back there. You can't go. It's snake season. And I'm like, I'll take my golden retriever because she's like a natural hunting dog,
Right.
not the show dog kind with the long hair.
Right.
She's like a water dog. And I just say
They're all
rabbit.
water dogs technically.
Well, but the show dog ones are there's a divergence in their
Yeah,
breeding.
I know the difference. My dad raised.
Because I've had both. This is my favorite dog ever. But she'll come out there with me, and I let her go ahead because I know because snakes don't like dogs. If your dog is pooping in your yard, you won't have a bunch of snakes in your yard because they think of that as a predator. And so I bring her out there so that she'll poop and pee out there. But also, I know I can carry her to the hospital. She's not going to be able to carry me to the hospital.
Right.
And I don't go. Nobody else wants to go out there but my kids will go. But my wife doesn't want to go back there. Anyway, point being, I'm still getting used to this area and the snakes, and so I face my fears. I go back there and I'm wearing them right now. My flip flops. I've built my own trails down to the creek, and I face my fears and that's how I get over it. But I still haven't figured out how to backpack here because they don't have mountains. They don't have, the mountains are like 4 hours west of me. And
You don't need mountains for backpacking.
I know, and I'm not used to that. That's the thing is I'm not used to that.
I've backpacked with mountains and without mountains. It's just a matter of it's not so much, like I said, as the saying goes, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. As long as you have an interesting walk, if you want to call it that, with your gear, and you have plans to set up camp, that's all you need.
Yeah, so you could take a test run around your pond. Just load up your backpack and walk around your pond a few times.
No, that's not the same thing, but yeah.
Well, I said a test run.
No, that would actually work for you if you're
area.
adjusting your pack or something like that. Do a couple miles in your pack to make
I
sure.
built a bushcraft camp in the back of my property by the creek, and I've done overnighters, done videos, and I love it back there. But
It's not
now that it's snake season, it's like I'm a little apprehensive.
Well, maybe you should do a snake video.
I mean, I think that would get some clicks and hits.
It would. The thing is, I mean, I'm not afraid of snakes. I have a healthy respect for snakes. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm just not
And
used
the thing is, we've seen some really big ones up at Yellow River. I've seen one, literally, it was this big around. But that wasn't the dangerous one. The dangerous one was this big around and only this long.
Yeah. The smaller the poisonous snake, the more poison they have.
The big fat round one was a rat snake.
Okay.
Those are the good snakes. You like those snakes. Those are snakes you want around you.
Yeah, those things will eat your mice, your rodents, your birds, your bugs, anything you don't want. And they're like they'll eat other snakes randomly because they're just like they'll eat
Yep.
frogs too, but frogs are good for your gardens.
Yeah.
We have king snakes here, and I think the king snakes, they're black. That's all I know about them. But I mean, I'll go back there, and I've found snake skins. I put them in a jar.
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
But they're not massive, which makes me feel good. But also, like, I just
It depends on the numbers you got to worry about. If you see like 15 of those in a small area, then worry.
And this one I found in my pool, and I didn't know. It's an in-ground pool, so stuff can just drive right in. But this was tiny, and like you said, I know that the smaller they are, the more poisonous they are. But I didn't know this is actually a harmless snake, so I got the loppers and chopped its head off while it was in the pool.
Oh, it's probably your standard like garter snake or like little black snakes.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know
little
if
rat
they have
snake.
garter snakes.
Blue
here.
racers, I think
We
they're
have
called.
all that stuff on the West Coast. Those are fine. I'm not afraid of
You
snakes.
have a book on your indigenous snakes.
I do not have a book,
You need to have one then.
but I have the internet. So
Well, the thing is, if the power goes out, you need something else.
it's a good point.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to be bringing popcorn for this one. It's in the other room. I haven't made it yet.
Why were we going to do popcorn? I forgot.
I was talking to Mandy on your channel yesterday, and I told her I'd bring popcorn.
She didn't bring popcorn either.
Oh, okay. I can do it later then.
Cliff, say something in the chat so I can subscribe to your channel.
Negatory. I have to
Someone,
find it.
okay, everybody, please post your links, please.
I
We
did
get
much
everybody.
long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? I'll scroll
Yeah.
up.
That should be. It shouldn't be too far up.
Okay. Yeah, I want to
Should be
make
right
sure.
under. Should be up there.
We have
Talking about
really
Mortal
good people in here, Eagle, just to let you know.
Oh,
Really awesome.
is it
Last
Fox?
year,
Oh, okay, I found it.
I'm not sure if I told you or not, but I was homeless for a while.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for
Hey,
all
Prepping
these
101.
Prepping 101's in here, hey,
Yeah,
how you
he
doing,
just
brother?
snuck
Thank you
in.
for coming.
How's it going, 101?
If it wasn't for everybody here, I'd be stuck in a hotel.
Actually, they probably would have kicked you out of the hotel already.
Once we run out of
Straight
money.
out on the street.
Yeah, we went through our entire life savings while being homeless because we had to keep our stuff in storage. We had to keep ourselves, housed.
Under roof.
And yes, we were not out of work or anything like that. We both had jobs. We were both working. Just we didn't have a place because they had the stupid law in place about moving during a pandemic and all this other stuff, and no one wanted to get us in, and now we do. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Firefly is from New York. Cecilia is from Toronto, I believe. I'm not sure where Tosh is from. Grace is from Indiana. I pretty much named where everybody's
We are
from.
like everywhere. Ooh,
Raven
let's see if we can
Cat.
summon him today.
Raven
One
Cat
time we
Homestead
almost made it.
has-
My dream is to have one person in my up here on my panel to make it all the way around the world, time zone wise.
That'd be cool.
We came close once. We came close.
Colin, let's see if we can summon him.
Oh,
Raven Cat has 0 videos, and he almost has 200 subscribers.
she's awesome. She's a moderator on a ton of channels.
I just subbed her.
Yeah.
He's a really good mod.
Yeah.
I'm subbing to everybody in the chat, by the way.
Okay. We call it knock set here because I think YouTube has a thing about the word sub.
Oh,
Yeah,
what do we
especially
call
on
it?
lives. I don't know if they're still doing that one or not, but better err on the side of caution. But I'm
If
going to
you're
do
a
it
fishing
just to
channel,
see
they
what
say
happens.
look set. On our side, we do knock set because I do
Knock
archery
set?
stuff. Yeah, for like archery.
Archery.
Knocking.
Oh, Knox. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So we
You
my
know
own version.
my bow's right above me.
Yeah.
I looked up and I was like, oh, Knox. Yeah, I get it.
I actually, when I get a chance to, I'll show you my survival longbow. You might get a kick out of. It's
my
my Atmos survival longbow. It's just amazing bow.
I was tracking a deer, or I think we were elk hunting. So I was tracking an elk,
Right.
and the word knock brings this up in my memory because it scared the death out of me. I heard this noise, and I was calling. It was calling back, and that's super deceiving because I knew that the thing calling to me was right behind this tree. And so I had one knocked, rocked, and ready to go, like we say, and a hunter hopped out behind that tree. And I was like,
Oh,
oh my god! We were calling to each other, and
you
it
got
was like,
lucky. You got lucky.
oh my god! It was the scariest thing.
And was he wearing any orange or was he wearing full camo?
Yeah. So full camo out there where we elk
He
hunt.
wasn't in a tree blind. He was on the ground.
Yeah, we were all walking around.
Oh man, that is
But
dangerous.
when you're elk hunt, you don't necessarily have to be in a tree.
He was behind a tree. I mean, it was. I'm just
It's-
so grateful
It's
that
still when you're deer or elk hunting, you're safer in a tree at least 20 feet, and not
Yeah.
walking around full camo in the bush because that's how you
'Cause
get an
nobody's-
arrow in the forehead.
nobody's deer hunting up. You know what I mean? I totally agree. It was the scariest thing for me.
Yeah, because deer don't climb trees.
But deer do one thing though. I got a story for you.
Deer
Eagle.
doo-doo.
I do.
Deer
It's
do.
actually it's something my dad happened to my dad.
Everybody do-doos.
Yeah, and my dad and I were out squirrel hunting. This is back before he passed away. He's passed away back in '99, and my dad and I were, he was at his tree, I was at my tree, sitting down watching for squirrels, and then my dad's smoking his cigarette, and he feels something nuzzle his ear. He turns, and it's a buck.
Oh my god!
My dad's smoking a cigarette, not doing anything, not wearing camo. Nope, he didn't. It wasn't what he was looking for. We didn't have a license.
Oh, okay.
My dad was very adamant about hunter safety.
Yeah.
Did he know anything about bows? Absolutely nothing.
Oh, I
But
bet he dropped a load in his pants, turning around, seeing that buck right behind him.
No. He just looked at it. Then it just walked away.
Nibbled on his ear.
Yeah.
That's too
I
funny.
don't.
Yes,
I
that
don't
doesn't
know
make any
why.
sense though, because if he's smoking a cigarette, they're gonna smell that and they're gonna hightail the other direction.
No, apparently it was. He just probably the wind was just in the right,
Yeah.
right area. It just that my dad was there, and
Man, that is crazy.
That's awesome.
my dad was an amazing guy. I learned all I knew about, except for bow hunting part.
Mechanics.
Yeah, I learned all that stuff from him.
Except for mechanics.
We raised Brittany's for hunting dogs. So those are good hunting dogs, as you already know.
Brittany's are amazing.
Yeah. We had over the years, probably about 15 growing up.
Did you sell them, or were you breeders, or what?
No, we were hunters.
Nice.
We got them for hunting. That's what we used them for. And we hunted it for food.
Yeah.
We were not trophy hunters any way, shape, or form. And that's why, for those people who do, that's okay. But I've come across scenes where just deer were just, bodies were just left, heads gone. Rotted, meat just rotting, sitting on the ground. And my heart broke for two reasons. One, hunting out of season, doing that kind of, there's got to be a poacher. Two, wasted meat. Growing up, we don't waste meat. We couldn't afford it.
Did you hear about Greg Evans and Zach?
I heard. And they pretty much basically got a slap on the wrist. So
But the principle is there. So I unsubscribe. I still like their videos. I'll watch them. But I don't log in or
actually, I will watch Zach Fowler every once in a while.
I just don't have patience for poachers.
Mm-mm. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. If you're doing it out of season because you're trying to feed your family, that I can understand.
Well, yeah, survival is totally different.
Yeah, but if you're doing it just for a rack,
right? No.
Personally,
No.
If it's in season, I will hunt a doe. I'll hunt a buck. If
We
it's
get in North Carolina, we get 3 doe tags and 3 antlered buck tags every year. Like, it's crazy. West Coast, it's like you get 1. That's it. And
I remember. I've been there. I was stationed in California. I understand. And the bucks that we had on in Monterey, where I was stationed at the Presidio Monterey, they were just a little bit larger than dogs. They were tiny little deer, and they were full grown.
Man, you want a good hunt, go to Denver, up in Estes Park, man. You want to see a deer? Those things are huge.
But the ones we have here are corn fed. That's the thing. Iowa deer are big.
We're allowed to feed them here or have a deer feeder. We couldn't do that on the West Coast either.
Oh,
I have a timed deer feeder, and I'm about to put bird seed in it so I can get turkeys in here.
If you watch Ducks and Bucks, those kids I was telling you about,
yeah,
they hunt just like everybody else. They have their own feeder you use, and they showed some really, really nice deer on their property. They're over in central Nebraska.
Okay,
but not too far from me actually. So it's just oh man, I would love to have. Yeah, well, one more good thing about Yellow River I forgot to tell you. The exception of the campsites where people have to pay to camp, it's open to hunting. Public hunting area. Now that which makes it really cool.
Ooh, so I can go there and hunt the public.
Remember, you're the one that wears the white, bright yellow shirts. You'd go.
They ain't gonna be hunting me because they probably could see me because from a mile away. I got some stuff that'll blend in with the surrounding environment. Trust me.
Yeah, but we could hear you tromping through the woods.
The channel's called Ducks and Bucks. I can't find it.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh yeah, post it in the chat.
I will do so. Give me a moment.
Because I already said
that. Is the one that usually puts the links and stuff. She's really good at that. Let me get that for you.
How many people do you show in the chat right now?
I've got 4, but yesterday, Tuesday I had 9. The thing is, it's not about quantity.
We had some earlier. We had 9 earlier.
Yeah, it's not about quantity here. Quality is what I'm looking for. I want people who are willing to come in here, make up, say
Ducks and Bucks outdoors, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ducks and Bucks. It's
outdoors.
Ben, Brian, and Brecken. I call them B3 just because there's Ben and Brian are brothers. Brecken's their best friend, and they get into all kind of mischief.
Their logo is a deer, right? Like a John Deere tractor logo.
Yeah, I got it.
Because I think I'm looking at it. When I searched for it, that's what it looked like.
Give me a second. Got it. Done.
I'm almost positive that's who I thought it was. Let's see if I'm right.
It's in. It's a cool name. I love.
Yeah,
the
that's
name.
okay. I did have the right channel when I was looking for it.
Yeah.
No, that's Kincaid Outdoors that you sent me.
Oh, did it?
No, it took. I click on the link. It should have sent you right to Ducks and Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just clicked on it, and that's where it took me.
Let's see what's happening. It was a go-to channel thing. User error. My bad.
Okay.
Oh, you clicked on the 3 dots.
You probably clicked on my name.
Yeah.
No, you clicked on the 3 dots next to it and went to channel.
Yeah, I'm on mobile phones, so like.
Okay. No, actually, that's one thing good about it that YouTube is now doing. You can hit the 3 dots and go to your channel, but only if you're a moderator.
I don't have the 3 dots in mobile though. I have to press.
Yeah, you should, because as a moderator, you should.
No, it's weird on mobile when you're doing it.
Hey Dan, how you doing, brother?
Exit out, click on it, all weird.
I am so jealous of your setup, dude. I really do like that. That's cool though. But thank you for letting me know. I didn't know about the 3 dots things on your phone. Because I usually
it's way more confusing. On a tablet, it's the same as like on PC and all, but on phone, it's different. I just love the fact that he's like just chilling in what looks like an industrial shed. You got
Remember
the
when
main
we were-
entrance. He's got the
we went
double doors
live
there,
on
but he's
your
got it
channel
insulated
once.
with the what's that stupid? What is that stuff called?
Which one?
The stuff that he's got on his wall up there on his main garage door.
Oh,
Insulate.
let me take a look. Oh, you're talking about Eagle?
Yeah, Eagle's main entryway right there. That double
Oh,
garage
what's
door.
the insulation you have on your door?
Oh,
Insulate.
this is a triple. Oh yeah, that one has the reflection, but yeah,
The Reflectix. That's what it's called.
I've got 3 doors, and this is the pool house.
Okay.
I'm standing in the full kitchen, so there's like a full kitchen, bathroom, and then all those things open out to the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, I got. Hey Dan, if you can come on up. Herbert T Outdoors is my friend Dan. He's from Illinois, and he's actually went up to Yellow River with us a couple of years ago, and did some trout fishing and stuff like that. It's
Nice.
actually pretty cool. Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Come on in, Dan.
The water's fine.
The water's fine.
Stay out of the deep
there
end
might
though.
be
Watch
a
out for
wet
snapping
dog in
turtles.
it.
Just watch out for the moccasins.
Oh, he can't. He's going to work. Dang.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. It's about the time he usually goes to work. But maybe we can get somebody else up here. Who else we got in here? We got Grace. Grace is really cool. Oh, I'm not sure. Did I tell you about my grilled cheese challenge by any chance, Eagle?
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yep. I'm waiting to see yours.
I made one today. Dang.
And you didn't put it on video.
That's funny. I had grilled cheeses at work and I cooked them in an oven.
Baked grilled cheese. Now that's a good choice. I've never thought of that one. That's a good idea.
Here's the thing. What I did is I took one of my pans and I just sliced some butter and I just stuck it in the oven for a bit just to melt the butter. We had Texas toast. That's what we could find it. But I threw the Texas toast on there, threw my 2 slabs of mild cheddar on there, threw some pepperonis on mine. I made 2 of them. I made one for me and one for my coworker. And then I just left them open face, run through the oven for about 3-4 minutes, and then just slapped them closed.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, they came out so good. But man, I forgot the taste of like real margarine is way different than like the normal butters I eat.
Right. That's actually a pretty cool idea. You got a video of that.
Herbert, I don't need to know what you're doing early in the morning. Keep that between you and your towel.
Or his wife.
That too.
Yeah.
That information is for closed doors.
Wait. We're all within closed doors.
Here we are.
Dude, if my door, well, technically my door is wearing a leather jacket, so I guess it is a clothed door.
Clothed door. We don't want to go there too far on that one. As far as the slippery slope. Stay off that slope, Cliff.
Gosh, at least it's not the slope I was on last night.
Oh,
that was a whole different. That was a slippery slope.
Oh man, one of his longer streams, over 3 hours. So that was actually interesting. Cliff, I know I was going to tell Eagle about the kit you got me. We were discussing fire making and everything else. We never got a chance to get back to that. I showed you
those are fun kits.
I showed you my striker, but I didn't show you the kit that I got from him.
You may have on the last time, but because you showed us a couple things.
Well,
super simple kits, dude. I mean, they come with almost everything you need to start fire in like 4 different ways.
He sent me a bunch of stuff from 4 Directions Bushcraft.
Okay.
And that's
4
just
Directions Bushcraft.
Yep. But I put a lot of the stuff that he sent in a separate kit to carry it in. You know, it's got the molly straps and stuff like that, so I can strap it to my bag if I want to.
Right.
And he sent me the really big ferro rods.
Yeah, that one's called the Quadratum. I believe that was the 8-inch by 1/4 inch.
Yeah, and he gave me his little smaller versions, and I got a round version of the same size. I think I got it in this bag.
Yeah, I would send you the Behemoth, but that stupid thing is like wicked heavy.
I still would have taken it.
1/2 inch by 8 inches.
I still would have taken it.
Or 6 inches. 1/2 inch by 6 inches. This thing will go for days.
Wonder how many people have sent those to Robinette.
Oh, dude, I believe that guy probably has so many sponsors because he gets his fire steels from firesteel.com or whatever it is.
Here's the But the thing is, the one I use the most is probably the cheapest one you could ever get. It's a Coglins.
Something like this.
Yeah. And I carry it with me wherever I go. It's in my pants pocket in the bathroom right now.
Yeah, at this point, I've gotten I bought a whole bunch of fire steels off of a guy I know that he was selling a whole bunch, so I got a whole bunch. But now I run around with the Exotac.
Oh yeah, Exotac's a great brand.
Yeah, this one's the smaller one. I wanted to get the larger one, but dude, even the small one's like $30.
Well, this one here I picked up at a Army surplus store before they closed.
Yeah, this is the Nano XL, which is funny.
Ooh, we got an antler on it.
Yeah, these are both of them got deer antler.
Nice.
That's the striker.
And you're wearing the one. You're wearing the one from Wazoo, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed me that one last
I've
time.
got the.
But I like the fact that whoever did this was a local made one.
That's a cool feather.
No, here's the thing: it's on both pieces,
Nice.
and it does put some really good sparks. I love the striker.
I got one of their whetstones.
Yep.
They work.
For
One of the original whetstones, not the ones
Why
that
can't
like
we do that?
rounded on the bottom with the trench cut in.
right.
it for
I was just gonna
sharpening
say
hooks.
the fish hook sharpener, but
Yeah, the fish hook groove. Yeah, I've got one of the original square ones. I thought I lost this one, but I found it and I was like super happy.
Okay, apparently I'm carrying 3 Altoids tins for different reasons. Well,
Sounds about
one
right.
is with a little bit of artificial sinew and a leather needle
okay.
and some spare chert. You never know when one of these things might come in handy for something else.
As long as you don't hurt yourself.
And an extra char cloth maker. I forgot I had that one. And I got the one I actually have my char cloth.
Grace
in.
got a deer antler ferrule rod from Tyler. Nice.
Oh, really? I'm a little low on my char cloth, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make some more. But
I
he
got a
sent
whole
me.
container full of that stuff.
Yeah. He sent me got a spool tool here for winding up, my cordage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's my Altoid tin with its one small hole, which after I did that, I realized you technically don't need to put a hole in it because the stuff smokes out. The hinges are more enough hole, but
yeah.
Right.
I guess like
He sent me this is the only saw I have. I told you, this is why I don't use them anymore. I actually gave my pocket saw to Tyler. And I carry the purification tablets.
that's all my char cloth. There's probably like 12 sheets of char cloth right here.
This may look junky, but it works.
Oh heck yeah!
It's got everything you need to fish.
Split shot container.
Yeah. Well, this one actually came like this. It was actually a multi thing. It had some
okay.
small hooks, got some snap swivels, got the split shots. It's got everything you need to get basic fishing stuff out of the way, except for the line. And I carry the line everywhere I go.
Technically, you could that small spool of sinew you have can use as a fishing line as well.
Oh yeah. And like I said, I do carry, one of these, and I do have a little extra thing on here, thanks to Cliff, mind you. It is zip tied open, for it won't accidentally discharge.
Nice.
People forget that, and they close, some weight hits on it, and then they're out of fuel.
Right.
I have 3 different sizes of those.
Yeah, that's odd though, because normally when they send those in kits, they don't usually zip tie them because it's hard to get those zip ties off. They usually wrap a little bit of copper wire around that, usually about roughly 3 to 4 feet, and that's usually what they wrap around that, and that's technically considered your snare wire at that point.
Okay. We talked about the fire steels. We talked about the
That's a
ferrule
good one or
rods.
one of the generic ones?
Now this
Waterproof matches.
waterproof, the US, the Yuko ones.
Okay, so that's one of the good ones.
Yeah,
Shit, storm matches.
Is the sparker on the bottom of the container?
on the side.
Should be on the side.
And
Yeah,
I got
that's one of the good
one.
store.
Got a spare ones right there.
Nice.
Oh, hey, Colin, do me a favor. Take half those matches out, turn them upside down.
Okay, why?
Because you can get about 8 more matches in there doing it that way.
I only need this many. I mean, if I have to use more than one, there's something wrong.
No, I'm just saying, though, on the off chance you ever need them, trust me, I've done that with every pack that I've got that I keep buying those things because they always the fat end of the match always sticks up. You can only get so many in there, but you take them out, you take half of them and turn them upside down. Now you can add more.
Okay, I've got another fire starter that I'm not sure if you've ever seen. It's a Zippo.
Doesn't look like a regular Zippo.
It is not, because this is
I have Exotax waterproof Zippo.
this are the fire starters. It's sort of like you break these up. And
Fuel.
Yeah, these are fuel cap. These are fuel. But you break them up, they squish.
Yeah.
I just dropped one on the floor.
But
But the fire starting part, I'll get this thing fixed here. I squished one unintentionally.
Kind of curious to see what would happen if you stuck one of those in with some like Zippo lighter fluid, if it would expand or if it would just hold that lighter fluid.
Well, that's not the fire part, starting part. This is this side. And it's just
I know the sparker at the spark wheel.
That's it.
But since that's a waterproof container, I wonder if those tabs, if you soaked them with lighter fluid, if they would retain that lighter fluid on them, because that lighter fluid, once you hit that with that spark wheel, that thing's gonna take off.
I don't think it's that sealed because this is plastic.
No, but it should have an O-ring on it, doesn't it?
Let me see. I didn't really think to look. Yeah, it does.
Then that's 100% airtight.
I think it's got extra, which where you put your extra flint in and stuff like that. But there you go. I mean, I found this in Walmart. I thought it was a cool idea as a backup. Like I said, I carry multiple versions of the same thing.
That's what those compressed towelette wipes are. The ones you normally get wet, and they expand to like 10 times their size. And it's like a full on like 1 foot by like 1.5 foot sheet.
And jute string.
Not waxed jute, just normal jute.
Yeah. Well, then there's tea lights. And this is my everyday carry.
That's in your pocket?
I carry them in my backpack.
Okay.
I carry my backpack with me everywhere I go.
I just don't leave the house, so.
Mine comes with me to work. Little piece of tinfoil.
My house is my everyday carry.
This is the thing that he got me that he's been trying to get me to use. This is my setup for bow drill fire.
Okay.
It's actually kind of interesting. You get a steel pencil sharpener, and then you get an actual bearing.
Yeah, bearing's a great idea. Interesting.
Here, I'm going to throw where I got that kit from, Bearded. I'm going to throw that in I'm just going to throw the link in there right now.
Okay.
For the palm of your hand for the other side. That's genius.
Yeah.
This goes with the wool blanket.
Okay.
Blanket pins, 2 different kinds.
So you could turn it into a poncho if you need to.
Yep.
Yeah. It's also because of the fact that it's steel. You can also use it for a flint striker as well.
Just the pin. You can't use this as brass.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. That's actual steel. So.
Yeah, it would work on that one, but that would be a hard one to do because that's not a lot of meat to grab onto. But he's also got an actual dedicated steel striker.
Oh, I've showed him that. Nope, I don't think it's tempered enough.
I'm gonna send myself that link.
I pick up my stuff up at a lot of Renaissance fairs and medieval reenactments. So, like the fire steel, that dragon fire steel, I know where to get them if I need them. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I'll see what I can do. But I still like this one. This is my favorite one.
Because you can fit all of your fingers in it.
Yeah, I'm not very tall. I'm only a little over 5'8". but I've got some freakingly big palms. You know, my fingers are big, just not very long. But this thing puts out the sparks.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
the ones you're going to be looking for, Eagle, is the if you want to get the fire kit, the boss fire kit, and then the hunting and fishing one, which is really funny because the
I will
hunting and
not
fishing
burn down
one
a house, Cecilia. I promise.
still has some of the stuff from the fire kit, which
Oh,
is really
crap.
hilarious.
I've got to go tuck Jenny in. Sorry. I'll be right
Okay.
back. It's something I do every. Yeah.
We'll be right here.
Okay, I'll be right
I'm
back.
not going anywhere unless I suddenly lose connection or my house falls in on me. Which, if my house fell in on me, I'd be shocked because, like I said, the walls are like 14, 16 inches thick. And then I have, like you saw, I've got 8 by 10 beams up here. And
I think you're good. Are you downstairs then?
no, I'm in this. It's a single story house.
Oh, okay.
You rarely up in this area where I live, you have a second story on a house.
Okay.
I live in a basin, so if there was ever absolutely massive flooding, everybody down here would be underwater.
Wow.
But the chances of this state having a massive, like Noah's Ark style flood are slim to none.
Right.
There is flooding, but it's never been to the point where roads have been shut down. People have to get out of the city because it's raining that bad.
Are you
We
guys
get a
in a,
decent amount of rain when it does rain, but I mean, for the most part, the dirt soaks it up.
yeah. Are you in a drought right now?
I'm in New Mexico. My whole state's a drought.
Yeah, because I know California is dealing with that right now too.
California deals with a drought every year. Eventually, they're going to hit a cycle, and they're just going to get nothing but rain. Like, we haven't been too bad. We got a decent amount of water this year. We actually got snowed on 4 times, which is a shock, which is weird for my state. I usually get, like, maybe one good snowstorm, and that's gone 3-4 days later.
Texas is in a drought too right now.
Texas is always in a drought, though.
Yeah.
Except for last year when they got snowed on and everyone freaked out because nobody really gets. I mean, Texas doesn't really get snow, but they got a ton of snow.
Mm-hmm.
Parts of Texas got like 2 feet of snow and people were losing their minds because they had no idea what to do. It was so bad it actually cut power off for like 30-something thousand people for like 4 days.
Yeah, because they forgot, or somebody didn't winterize their. I think a lot of it is windmills there.
It's their power. One of their power plants.
Was
One of
it
their
the
power
plant?
relays. It froze and shut everything off.
Yeah, somebody forgot to winterize it. That's what I read.
Well, again, Texas doesn't normally when they get snow, it's
No.
like a mild snow. But this one, they full on considered this a blizzard.
Yeah, I remember
It
that.
just dumped,
And
and nobody was
everybody was.
prepared for it.
It was like an emergency for them.
Yeah, I think they were close to calling in the National Guard for that. To be honest, if it would have gotten any worse, they probably would have.
Yeah.
But me up here, no, Texas got the blizzard, and I'm just a couple of hours north of Texas, literally like 2 or 3 hours at best. We got nothing.
Right. It's funny.
And like I said, I'm just south of Colorado, and Colorado gets massive snowstorms every year. Doesn't touch us. Snow looks at us, our state, and gives it the middle finger and just goes around.
Yeah, Colorado.
Goes
I
to
watched.
Kansas over there and sits on them.
There's a dude on YouTube. What's his name? Ryan Hall Y'all is his channel, and he's a DIY weatherman. It's the coolest. I'm trying not to cuss. He's the coolest. It's the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. He has access to all the radars and Dopplers and all this stuff. And then he predicted all the stuff that's happening today, like last week. And then he'll go live when, just like last week, we had South Carolina had a bunch of tornadoes. Georgia, Iowa had some. I think that was just like yesterday. But he'll go live and he'll tell you like there's going to be a tornado here. You guys need to take shelter now. Super cool dude. I mean, I get a lot of entertainment out of his channel.
Yeah, I think storm chasers are a little nuts, but that's
I kind of want to be one. I mean, I love storms.
it's something interesting to do, but at the same time, I don't want to drive into something that I know full well could literally suck my vehicle off the ground and chuck
Right.
it 50 to 100 miles in some random direction.
Right.
Now, I know those weather chase vehicles are designed, they literally anchor themselves into the ground.
Yeah.
They have hydraulic anchors on I think they're like 2 or 3 foot spikes, and they hydraulically shoot themselves into the dirt at an angle so they can't get pulled out straight.
That's cool. I didn't know that, but I just
Oh
know
yeah, some of those storm chase vehicles, they have like 1.5 inch plate armor on the bottom that it's up for the most part when they're driving, but then comes down, and then it like hydraulically shoots spikes into the ground to keep it from going anywhere.
it's awesome.
But when you're driving around with a inch thick plate steel at the bottom of your vehicle, you're adding another 2,000-3,000 pounds easy.
Not great gas mileage.
No, those things are terrible on gas mileage.
Okay, folks, I'm coming.
We're
Or
gonna have cold storms
caught
here.
up in that, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
No power
yeah.
because the power plant, when that struck, it shut down the power plant.
What did?
The snowstorm in Texas last year.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and it wasn't the fact that like they just could not get their employees there because they got hit with that sudden snowstorm. Nobody could get anywhere.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't think Texas has snowplows.
they do, but not in the sense you'd think. But
Yeah, a drunk redneck on a 4x4 with a snowplow on the front end and deer antlers on the back is not a snowplow.
no. You're overthinking it. It's not a 4x4. It's a little quad runner, little 4-wheeler with a blade.
Better off strapping
And it's
flamethrowers.
the guy on the back throwing out sand or salt as you go.
Hillbilly in the back of a truck, just be like, "Hey ho, sand, sand, sand."
One more fire starter.
Looks
You're
like a
like, it is. This is a Mora Light My Fire.
yeah. Mora's a good brand.
Yeah, Mora stopped making Light My Fires, and
Oh,
they started doing something else, whatever. Because I don't know what the reason was. They were Light My Fire brands were stopped made for a while. My boy and I found one at a Tyson's in Indianola, Iowa, for $30 a piece. I picked up 2 of them because one, it's a Mora.
I've got a Mora neck knife.
And
Oh, you got the cans bowl, I think is what it is.
but it does come with a little barrel
Like
rod.
a green one. I
It's
think I
green.
probably bought it from Fowler.
But like I tell you, I carry a lot of fire starting capabilities on me just because you never know. And this is my largest pieces of fat wood I've got. It came with my with these.
Okay.
Guess how much I paid for just these?
50.
10.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, it's the Eldris. That you have the Eldris, the little tiny, the
Yeah,
short one.
Eldris.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Eldris.
That's my neck knife. I carry that when I go fishing and stuff.
I've
I would
got a
love
neck
to
knife
get a
on
Garber's,
the
but I'm
way.
not paying $80 for a Mora knife.
I'm actually got someone's supposed to be sending me a neck knife, and his name is Doran, and you probably seen him on Forged in Fire.
I'm gonna get another water.
Okay,
What?
Doran, who was on Forged in Fire, who was doing it to see if he could get money enough to get his teeth fixed. He was missing his front teeth. He's since got his teeth fixed, but he didn't.
I was gonna
win.
say he's not Adam Savage, missing an eyebrow.
No, he was missing his teeth.
Am I missing an
He's a friend of
eyebrow?
mine. I actually met him.
That don't look like a water.
It is. It's LaCroix. They sell that here.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
Ain't that the name of a fishing rod? That's like $600.
I've
Maybe.
Oh
got
no, sorry, that's St. Croix.
that. Fly
That's an
rod.
island.
You got a St. Croix over there?
Yeah, bud. Where is it? Sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
those are
start
like
repacking all my gear.
mad high-end expensive fishing rods.
How would you know that? I mean, I have no clue who that was until you said
I watched a bunch of fishing channels too. I don't just watch bushcraft and camping and gardening. Yay, good old. Oh, you got the black version, St. Croix? Nice.
This is my favorite fly rod.
I don't know how to use a fly rod. My dad left me one when he passed away, and I could never figure out how to use it, so I had to sell it.
The pool house is also my fishing. I'll show you my fishing section.
Test house fishing, yeah.
There's my fishing section right there. That's at least 15 rod, 15, 16, 20 rods or something.
My friend JV's
got
got you
about
beat.
6 fly rods over there just looking at the picture.
If you ever run into JV Outdoors, yeah, you're going to learn about fishing rods.
I know about all this stuff because I watch Joshua Taylor.
Right.
He lives down in Florida. He does his is all fishing channel. So I watch him and then Chris. I forgot his channel name.
What about Lake Fork guy?
Who what?
You don't know about Lake Fork guy?
Lake Fork guy?
Yeah. He's a fisherman down in Florida.
Also used to watch Out West with Chris, and then but he's over there in California near the Delta.
What about Monster Mike down in Florida?
Nope.
Monster Mike is really cool. He's not the tallest guy, but he will fish pretty much anywhere. He's fished creeks. He's fished sewers. He's fished different places. And the thing is, every place he's fished, he's caught something. You know, he's caught big fish in weird places. If you
that's usually where the big fish are, in odd places.
Yeah, check out Monster Mike Fishing. He's actually used a. You ever seen those fishing rod lighters that look like fishing rods?
Yeah, the little short ones are like 6-8 inches.
And it's got a little reel on it, and it looks like a fishing rod, but it's a lighter. He spooled one up and made a fish. He caught fish with it.
Nice.
He's also used a rocket fishing rod. He's used a Popeil rocket fisherman. He's used little pen rods. He's used all these different things.
Those Rod Popeil pocket fishermen's, despite how gimmicky they looked, they actually were fully functional fishing rods. They just only happened to be like a foot long.
Foot and a half when they were fully extended.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it depends. I think some versions actually had the little section that popped out, but I think some of them were just stationary off that plastic arm.
Oh, well, Ian's got one, and it folds.
Yeah.
So the whole thing pops out, and he found his for like $2 or $3 at a secondhand store, and it's the original one.
Nice to see you. Take care.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming.
Good night, Raven Cat.
See you next week.
Cecilia is an awesome lady.
Actually, I'll see
she
you
can
on
actually
Monday.
help you if you know anything about prepping. She's on the ball with that. She can help you with canning, you name it.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels that.
And if you're really nice, she'll knit you a hat.
Yeah, the stuff over there, Grace, the stuff they sell you in the grocery stores is way overpriced.
Yeah. I've got enough to get me through for now.
I don't need a whole bunch of fat wood.
I get it for free here.
A bundle of it.
Oh yeah, I can get it for free here too, but he can't.
I can get fat. Well, dude, I got pine trees.
Well, no, it's birch you can't get.
Yeah, I can't get birch. I don't have birch. I've seen like 2 birch trees down here, and they're the free.
That's the first tree I planted when I moved here.
A birch?
A river birch right by my bushcraft camp. So
which one do you prefer, river birch or white birch?
Well, here river birch does better.
Okay. Good to
So
know.
You got if you can send me some birch seeds, that would be freaking awesome.
He'll grow them.
can
The
I
guy's
get?
got a whole green hand and arm. He's not
I
just a green
imagine I
thumb.
could get seeds off of it, but do you know how I can get seeds off of it?
Or even figure out a way to get a splice of one to get it.
That would be a good question. I don't know, what does birch do to like seed itself? Because I know birches, they're like aspens, but I don't know if they drop seeds or if they ground root and spread out.
This is the first time. I mean,
If you get you a seedling somehow.
I planted it in like September, and now it's like got the leaves and stuff. It looks great. It's working perfectly.
How big is it?
Probably 8 feet tall.
Dang.
But I can peel fire starting material off of the bark already.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I would love to try to grow birch down here. I'm trying to grow oak because I mean we got oak trees everywhere down here.
But you got
And-
cottonwood
They're
too,
like
don't
short
you?
oak trees. They're not like the massive ones in like California.
But you got
Yeah.
cottonwood, right?
We got cottonwoods everywhere, dude. We got 2 varieties of cottonwood, but the only problem is one variety they don't actually want you to plant anymore in this state due to the fact that when it seeds, it sends out these little cotton spores. They look like little cotton balls, and each stem will send out like 20 of those. They grow in like weird seed pods, like the cherry tomato grape, like the grape
Yeah,
tomatoes.
they do that here. We have that here. And I was always wondering if someone had gathered all that stuff and if they could spin that.
I have thought about that numerous times, but the problem is you have to get a lot of it.
I don't see why not. I mean, it was free, and if you have a whole forest of cottonwood, you can get the wood. You can make clothing possibly.
Oh, dude, cottonwood, no, that is garbage wood.
But the cotton should take a spark.
Yeah,
When it's
it does.
dry.
Like cotton balls are an amazing fire starter. Just like duct tape.
Yeah,
I'm the same way, Grace. I've got what she sent me. I haven't even touched it. I refuse to like use it unless I absolutely need to.
yeah. We have birch here all over the place.
We have a lot of poplar, a lot of pine, and a lot of oak.
We have a little bit of everything.
But when I hit 100 subscribers, which was like not very long ago,
Well, congratulations, by the way.
I planted 130 trees
What? That is freaking cool.
in my property. I didn't make a video about it or whatever, but
You should have though.
That had to have been expensive because I know trees ain't cheap.
Mm-mm.
But no, in North Carolina, so I figured like one of my neighbors that I've met since I've been here, he was like, dude, go to the forestry website, forestry department, North Carolina's forestry. You can seeds or they're not seeds, they're seedlings. So they've already grown, however high, and they're 50 cents each. You have to buy a bunch of them, but they're 50 cents each.
Man, if I
That's
can get a
not
whole
bad.
bunch of trees at 50 cents each, man, I gotta see if I can get some pine some pine nut trees, some pinon trees.
So I think the pines that I was able to get are white pines. I think you got to look at your area to see if it'll grow there. But
Oh, white pine will grow down here.
yeah,
White pine grows here too.
go to North Carolina's forestry department. I mean,
Well, he's probably gonna check New Mexico first. See what he can get.
Oh
from
man,
there.
I gotta drive. I would have to. Well, I could probably call them or at least check their website, but their main address is all the way in Santa Fe. I don't feel like driving 2 hours to Santa Fe.
For seedlings, you might.
Nah, I can go to their homepage, their main page, and see what they got. Oh, conservation seedling program. Stop, go back.
they shipped them to my door, and they come with like a gel inside of the plastic. Everything's plastic wrapped in the roots, but the gel kind of holds the water in.
Oh, that's
So
good.
Oh yeah, it's.
Totally
I know what you're talking about.
lot.
Yeah, water gel.
Yeah, and I planted all of them. I think I got probably 130, 140.
Did your wife help you plant them, or just you?
What's that?
Did your family help you do that, or was it just you?
My kids did. Yeah, I made my kids help me.
Oh, that's how you do it. You make your kids do it.
Well, no, I did all the work, but I make them go through the motions because I'm not going to enjoy them. They're going to be, by the time they're 40 feet tall, I'm going to be dead. Right.
Wow.
So,
Or they'll come up
49
with a new
seedlings
way
I
to
can get for 80
make you keep
bucks.
you young.
what's that? You guys are talking at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
Go.
I'm looking at spruce. It'll give me, I can buy 80 spruce trees, but they're $80 for 49 of them.
Well, that's not bad technically.
$2 a piece.
That's not bad. But you
'Cause
don't
we-
need
That is
80
all they've
spruce.
got right now.
You don't need spruce though.
My
No.
river birch was over $100. It was like $120 for, and it was only 5 feet or 4 feet when I got it. Just for one tree.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Shrubberies, let's see.
but I wanted one that bad.
That's cool though that you planted trees.
Oh,
always
check
good.
out this later. All right, I got to take a minute, folks. I got to go talk to a man about a leaky pipe.
Yep,
Did that earlier.
we'll be here.
For a little while longer because I'm getting tired. It's over 3 hours right now. I generally cut it off at 11, but I'm gonna stay until 11:30. So that way, finish up.
Good. I like it when there's an end time. Otherwise, I'll just sit here forever.
No, I generally stop at 11, but we were already on a roll, and it's actually pretty cool when you get into a conversation and you start at 8 o'clock. Next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock, and
Right.
you don't realize the time in between. Even though you went to the bathroom a couple of times, you got your Pepsi or whatever you're doing, and I showed you all my crap all over the place. So
I'm a little bit blessed here because I work from home and I work Pacific hours.
yeah, I work in an alcohol distribution warehouse,
Yeah,
which I don't drink, which is
and
cool.
you don't drink. I remember that.
The thing is, I have no problem with it, but all during the pandemic, I never lost my job. My
Yeah.
hours were never
Oh
reduced.
no.
Our hours increased.
Right. Because you know why.
Mm-hmm. People like to drink. And actually, one of the products we sell in our warehouse was featured in the Hawkeye TV series on Marvel. Yeah,
I've never heard of that, but
It's I think it's on Netflix or something like that, or Disney
Okay.
Plus. Hawkeye, from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He actually did a series, and one of the scenes he has just gotten beaten up by a bunch of mafia guys, and he's using Daly's pouches, alcoholic pouches, as ice packs.
nice.
And as they're melting, he gets when he exchanges them out, he drinks them. So they serve a dual purpose. They numb the pain and they numb the pain.
Ooh.
That's what they say about wood processing too. It heats you 3 times.
Yeah.
'Cause it warms you up when you cut it down, warms you up when you saw it, chop it, and then it warms
Split
you up
it.
when you burn it.
Yeah. And also, no, just more than that, it cleans you because you can use the ashes to make soap.
Or filter water.
That
Or
too.
make concrete.
Also, yeah, you could use it to build your house. Yeah, after it's burnt down too.
You got to mix the charcoal with a little bit of lime and some clay base, and you make concrete bricks out of that stuff.
That'd be cool. Or chinking for your log cabin.
So I've been on a kick where they have these.
It's untight, by the way, Cliff.
God
ahead.
bless you. They have these. There's a hammock store, a hammock warehouse. I don't remember what it's called, but hammock something.
Right.
It's near me, and they get stuff delivered to them in pallets that are 10 feet long, and they're not made out of like the 1/2-inch garbage pallet wood that's in most pallets. They're made out of 100% 2x4s, and they give them away for free. So I can
Talking
go
about like
down
machinery
there.
pallets?
What's that?
You talking about like a machinery pellet, something you would take like 2,000-pound chunk of like iron and ship it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they get them, but they did say that they get them like from one of their suppliers, and they don't want them. So they have a mount. It's bigger than this building that I'm in. They have a mountain of 2x4 pallets that are 10 feet long, and I'm talking the middle. I mean, I could show you outside. I have a bunch of them.
I know about pallets. I work with pallets every day.
But these are 100% 2x4. There's not that. It's not that crappy.
Yeah.
Pallet wood. It's 2x4s. They're all 2x4s. And I mean, if you think about how much we pay at Home Depot or Lowe's right now for 2x4s, I can get this stuff for free, cut them up, and I can build whatever I want.
How wide is the pallet? If it's 10 feet long, how wide are they? Standard 5 foot or 4 foot?
They're not 5 feet wide. They're I'm approximating. I think they're about like three and a third feet long, or 3 1/3 feet wide.
They're standard pallet size.
Yeah, standard pallet size, but lengthwise.
Standard width.
I'm pretty sure those are industrial pallets. They
But they're
get
10
heavy
feet
equipment
long.
in on those.
And so
We get the regular sized ones at our warehouse. We get the block ones, which are for the heavier duty stuff, and then every once in a while we get some that are wider, about standard pallet size. I mean, 2x4 size, but some of them are pine. And then you hit the oak or the walnut ones that weigh.
These are all pine, I'm sure.
The ones we every once in a while we get ones that are super freaking heavy. They don't look very big until you try to pick the dang things up.
Oh yeah, and it weighs like 5 times more than what a normal pallet weighs.
Yep.
But
I mean, I
Almost
would
blow
love
out your back trying to reach over it.
Yeah. Oh, he's got plans.
So my idea, I've written on a piece of cardboard that I've had in the garage in this pool house, but I can make mini cabins that are 10 feet tall on the wall, on the wall. Oops, wait, there we go. The wall side, and then a little higher. A little higher in the middle.
Yeah, at the peak. Yeah.
And then you can also make like smaller ones that are just enough to get crawl in and sleep. You're off the ground, you're covered.
Is that for any particular purpose, or is that for charity, or what's the deal? What's the idea?
The idea is that I can make a miniature cabin and put it out in my campsite back there.
Yeah.
Or people there's a lot of people here that hunt. They have a ton of hunting land, and you could set up these things.
They're like micro hunting cabins.
And they get in there and sleep, or you get the big ones and you could get in there and cook and stuff like that. Or you put a wood stove and pipe it out. I mean, but it's free wood, so my neighbor and I have just kind of been nerding out on it. So I just go down. I only have a 3/4 ton like gas truck. I don't have a diesel or long bed or anything. So
I don't even have a truck, so I'm jealous of that anyway.
They'll put three in my truck, and they're like, okay, that's enough. And I'm like, what, 3? You can stack this thing? And when I drove home, I was like, okay, I'm glad I only have 3.
Oh yeah, because you got an extra. I mean, even if you have a full size truck bed, those things are sticking out of the truck bed 4 or 5 feet.
They are. I think my bed's probably 6.5 feet.
Okay, so you got one of the. You're one of the few that actually have a full size truck bed. That's not one of them cheap little 3.5, 4 footers that they have on all the new stuff now.
It's a Dodge 2500. But anyway, you get this free wood, and it's like I could build a chicken coop. I could build anything. I could build a mini cabin. I could build whatever I want for free. You can
build a bow.
I can build a boat. I don't want to build a boat.
I wouldn't want to build a boat.
I said bow, not boat.
Oh, boat. Bow.
Bow.
I don't
There's a
know.
guy on TikTok. There's a guy here on YouTube that's actually made one out of a pallet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Kramer is his name, and it's a pretty cool idea. He's got a series called Will It Bow, where he makes bows out of different materials.
Even pine?
Even pine. He made it out of pencils.
That's a lot of resin casting to make a bow out of pencils.
He did. He's actually used duct tape as backing on a bow to see if that worked. Surprisingly, it did. Worked really well, surprisingly enough. He's also used super glue in his bow builds. Yeah, it's a little weird.
So does 3 in the chat mean that it's just us?
No, there's 4.
There's 3 that are actively talking in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Because there could be people there.
Oh, now
just
mine says
listening.
4.
There's people who could listen. I mean, participant wise, it just shows just me.
Right.
On the YouTube side. But Grace is probably here.
She said I'm here.
Yeah. And we've had people, even Cliff has been in the chat before and just lurked.
I do it on some days when he's trying to go live every other day. It's just like I can only do so many lives. I have like scheduled set lives that I've been going to long before Colin was doing his, before I found him through Tyler. And I'm still trying to be loyal to those guys. So I have like specific days.
Well, except for when you were, I mean, I go to yours, except the days you show up on Mallory's day, and I didn't know you were.
Yeah, I wasn't. I honestly, on that day, I really wasn't going to, but like I said, she got off really early because I guess Ben wasn't feeling good, so she was dealing with all of that. But yeah, last week I just kind of went because I was just like, screw it. I've got plenty of time. I still have 30 minutes before I went live, so I just literally went live at our normal time.
Okay, 1, 2. I'm gonna give myself a 3, just because I can. There's you. There's me.
Grace must have been 0.
Oh no, Grace is never number 1 with an asterisk.
Oh, now we got 6.
Yeah,
it'll fluctuate. It'll be really funny. Right when we start to close down, you'll see like 8-10 people just randomly pop in all of a sudden out of nowhere.
And we get some big channels in here. I mean, we had Prepping 101 in here, and he's got tons and tons of people who follow him. And the thing is, they come in here, they hang out. Why? Because it's peaceful.
Yeah, you can actually read the chat.
You can hold a conversation.
Right.
With the people in the chat, not just us up here.
Yeah, when you've got 200,000 plus people in a chat, or like as connections, but your chat has like 2 to 600 people in the chat all typing, dude, that chat just goes whoop 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 whoop. You can't
unless you put it on slow mode, and then that's a different thing altogether. And it takes you like forever to say anything.
I don't think I've ever had. Well, I've never done a panel, but
you have now.
Well, I mean, I've been on panels, but I've never hosted one.
Oh, they're easy. I mean, it's StreamYard. It's free. Yeah. I got a subscription. If you notice, if you look at your picture to the left, up your upper corner there, that's my logo. That's my actual family crest.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a variation on my family crest because I use a bow instead of a sword. But it works for me.
But I don't think I've had more than 15 people concurrently.
We've had more than that here. We've had a lot more.
Yeah, we've got raised one time, got up to like 57.
We on my panel, I actually had 10 people in my panel once. It's actually kind of freaky when you have 10 people up there sitting there, talking.
How much do you have to pay for that? Is it like $25?
It's like $20 a month.
Yeah. And you get not just what you can see here. It gives you pretty much unlimited up to, I guess, 12 to 15 people in your panel.
10.
10?
It maxes out at 10.
Okay. And you get bonus stuff you could do. Like if I want to put a banner up.
Well, you can do the banners on free too.
Yeah. One of my favorite.
You get more options when you're paid. When you get the paid for version, you get way more options.
Yeah. Oh, I also get music. But I'm not going to play music right now.
Yeah, you get what is like 6 or 8 tracks, but they're only like a minute or two long, and you just loop them.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're like there's acoustical, there's dance pop, there's daydreaming, there's feeding the ducks, into space, lofty, night driving, and rock.
How's
The
it
thing is,
going?
I don't know if
Sal?
I'll
Good
get
to see
dinged
you.
with those or not. So
And
I don't.
I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
And I can loop them if I want to. I can make them.
Yeah, Ask Grace. I did that on one of my lives. I was just messing around and I was just playing that stuff. And after about 5 or 6 minutes of hearing the same sounds over and over, it just I would have to change it every about 4 or 5 minutes because everybody would get tired of listening to it. I just wish they would add more options to background music.
Oh, there's this. Remember this one?
Don't worry, folks. He's still there. Green screen. Here, I'm
And you
going to
don't
show you.
have to have a green screen.
Yeah, you got one too.
No, it's on there. You go under settings, and it'll be down. Where was it? At camera? Crap, I forgot. Virtual background.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know
This is one of my favorite ones
There's one for
to wear with my shirt. Hope you clicked the button.
You hit the wrong button. He'll be back. But I'm going to be shutting it down at 11:30 there, Cliff.
Okay, not a problem.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to be on this long, but it's okay. I'm cool.
Good conversation seems to be running, so we're doing.
Uh-oh. How are we doing this morning, says South. And he's back.
There he is.
You hit the wrong button, didn't you?
Wrong button.
Yeah, I got him. I'm doing
As
good.
we call it, you're doing a Nicole.
So you have to subscribe to get that stuff. 'Cause
No.
When I go to
I'm on the
settings,
free version, dude. Look at my shirt.
I know, but when I go to settings, all I have is camera and audio.
No. At the bottom, where we see, I'm not sure you can see it on yours. There's a thing that says mute, stop cam, settings, share.
Well,
invite,
it's different
and
on
studio.
phone, Colin. Remember.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I
on
don't use
mobile.
phone that often. But there's if you hit one of your option ones, it should give you a bunch of different options about adding.
I don't think the phone is going to give you the option for green screen.
It
Give me a
doesn't.
second here. Let me take a look.
I pressed the only button I could, and it kicked me out.
Okay, give me a second. I've only used my StreamYard on my phone
when there's no one.
rarely because I use it for when I'm doing my
Thank you, Grace.
my grilled cheese challenge and that kind of thing. Like I'm gonna enter my studio.
Yeah, I'm already there. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to be able to scroll far enough to hit the.
I'm adding myself.
I was about to hit mute everything.
No, I just killed myself. There we go. Under more settings,
I don't have more on my phone.
layouts. Nope, that won't let me do that.
I guess it might actually just depend on the phone.
I'm on an iPhone.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Stop it.
Exit out. Just kick yourself out of stream.
The speakers, not the mic. Yeah, good. You kicked that guy. Gosh,
I didn't like him. He was like totally annoying.
so annoying. God, get rid of that guy.
That was funny. I basically just close the whole window and it but sometimes if I close this out on my phone, it actually shuts this down. So I got to be careful about that.
I've never had that happen when I've gone on a live stream because I
did
usually
it
pick out
once.
the right person.
It kicked out me. When
So
I did
can
it.
you do? You have to have a laptop or whatever computer.
Actually, you can do it on your tablet better.
I've live streamed straight from my phone now doing yard tours.
I've done it
With
when I'm doing
StreamYard?
like live videos. I
Come
can't
in.
use my GoPro. All I have is my phone. So
I've had people up on panel doing live streams in my yard.
Yeah,
Just
I've been
using
on
your
this
phone.
panel doing that.
Yeah.
Because I can't find it in the App Store.
It's not in an app. It's
It's
just
not
free
an app.
site.
You just go to StreamYard.com and you can download the thing for it.
You don't need to download anything, to be honest. You can use it straight from the
Well,
site.
it what it does is when you go to it, when you load it in, it'll give you the option to put a home screen icon.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
I don't care. Not interested.
The challenge is figuring out a time when other people aren't streaming, because
Well,
last thing I want to do is step on toes of my subscribers and my people I follow.
Well, I only started doing other days because I want to keep. I just got monetized. I want to keep my hours up, for one. But Thursdays was no one was doing anything on Thursdays. You know?
I think nobody that you were subscribed to at the time was doing Thursdays.
Well, that's what I meant. I mean, everybody I subscribed to, I didn't find anybody who was doing the same thing I was doing, and my friends had their days that they do. I mean, Mallory was doing hers on Wednesdays, and I'm not sure who else was. Oh, is it? I think everybody else was Fridays or Saturdays.
Let's see. You had let's see. It's been normally on Tuesdays since I've been doing this.
It's Jesse.
It's Jesse and Canoe Hound.
Okay, I don't.
You have Mondays is usually I'm on Spicy's side.
Yeah, I don't do. I go to Spicy's. I pop in, say hi, and then I leave.
Wednesdays was Mallory. Then
And
she started
you.
going to one day a month. So I started taking over the other three. Thursdays I had Stein North. Fridays was Russell. Nobody really did a lot of live streams on Fridays though, which is weird because that's like one of the best days to do live streams because nobody has to go anywhere.
Yeah, or Saturdays too. Same thing.
Saturday was Sean's. When I found Run Across Sean's, he was doing Saturdays. And then
I'm not sure if he knows
Sky
Sean.
Story Sunday.
He doesn't know who Sean is. North Shore Preparedness. You should check him out. He's from Canada. Really awesome guy. He's got a lot of good content. I'll find the link and I'll give it to you before I leave. This guy is really knowledgeable on prepping and everything else. Yeah, he'll talk to you live on his phone while you're on his live stream, just because.
Oh yeah, the call-in nights are literally live chat call-ins are fun.
You can call him as long as you can call to Canada, you're good.
I almost hit the wrong button. Okay, I gotta
you
take that off. That is
Nicole?
driving me nuts.
Nicole is, like I said, she's a friend of ours from Oklahoma, and she's like a sister to me. And
Oh no, it's trying to
she's
eat
an
me.
amazing person. That is actually kind of cool. What is that? Is that Fenris?
No, it's just a dire wolf.
Oh, okay. That's cool though.
I have this one too.
Okay.
Looks like I was going the right way.
What? No foxes?
Not on this one, surprisingly.
You can put a green screen in your back thing. It could be blue or it could be green, and you can do everything you want. I mean, mine, I just play around with it a little bit. Nothing major.
I have a green screen, but I've never used it.
Now you have a reason to.
I know.
Green screen is fun to mess around with. You just got to get the settings on it right, so you're not fading yourself out of the existence.
And you can see how some people who have green screens. Jason's one of them, I think. He's got a really good green screen, but you can't tell that it's a green screen. But with me, you can see that it's totally fake just because it's one of my pictures. So
Mallory's got a good green screen setup.
yeah, hers is really. She's worked her butt off to get that set up.
Yeah, she's got a nice little studio. You can't even tell it's a green screen because I've been confused. Even like she has a table in there, and then the green screen set behind it. And depending on what picture she has in there, it looks like that table is part of the green screen until she reaches back and grabs something off of it. I'm like, the heck?
Yeah, it's like she's reaching into a picture to grab something.
Yeah, her green screen setup is really smooth.
Her office is really, really cool. And her husband, her husband, basically,
Ben.
He's ex-military himself, and he is very knowledgeable about outdoor everything. I mean, if he doesn't know it, he'll find out. And It's called. He's got a thing he does. Ben's Corner. He did
He's only
one.
done it once, but we're
No, he
told-
did it twice technically.
I think the
once
second
officially.
one was the phone, the Colan, the phone thingy.
No,
Whatever they did in it was.
no, I think the one that they were doing about the Beaver Dam thing.
Yeah, that's the phone log thingy.
Right. And then they did one on mushrooms.
Yeah, that was
And
his
he-
first one where he was like the narrator for they
thing
were
is,
talking about the Amanitas.
Very knowledgeable, never boring. That's a big thing. And the thing is, I would be interested if I wasn't allergic to the dang things. But, if I could be interested in something I'm allergic to, the guy is really, really knowledgeable. So,
Yeah, Ben's a hoot too. He's a funny guy.
but I hate to say this, guys. I've got to go. It's 11:30. I got to be up at 5 a.m. to get ready for
Oh,
work.
one of those early Fridays, huh?
It's on my normal Friday. It's like every other day. But I got my weekend free, which is always good. Me and you, Akers, is really good.
Tuesday, Canoe Ham, Rain Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, first Wednesday is Quebec. All other Wednesdays is Cliff. Except for when I went live that one Wednesday because Grace popped up. She was like, I figured you would go live because you did it once before.
And I chose Thursdays just because.
Yep.
And
Let's
if
not
you
keep
wanna
this guy
choose a
up because
day,
he's
choose a
only
day.
going to get like 5 hours of sleep.
I don't need that much.
Yeah, you need that much.
I try sleeping more and I get headaches. I'm not sure how people can just turn around and just roll over and go back to sleep. I can't do it.
I can sometimes, but it depends on how tired I am.
As
When
long
you're
as
in the
I don't,
military, they don't let you sleep much, so you get used to it.
as long as I don't think about something, I can go back to sleep. And
I
what I do is I take my pillow, they lay flat. I put it up on its tall side, and then I lay my head back onto the tall side, and it covers my ears. It's the best trick, and I feel
The
like
head burrito.
apparently you do not have a cat.
I have a cat.
Does it bat your face saying time to get up?
He does that to my wife.
Does it to my wife too. But I've got to go, guys. I literally, I've already stayed over by 33 minutes. But thank you, especially you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
You've been here the entire time. You're awesome, brother. Awesome.
We'll
We've got
do this
definitely,
again. So
I've got
you
so
do
much
this
more
just
stuff to
once
tell
a
you.
week?
huh?
You just do this once a week?
I do my regular Thursday, but I'm starting a coffee break thing on Tuesdays just because I want to do it some other day, but I don't know which days to choose it for. My coffee breaks are basically just for people I don't normally get a chance to connect with because he's not on then. So I get to hang out with other people and see what else is going on and that stuff. But we generally co-host each other's channels.
Okay, cool.
The thing is, we are totally different people, and we just
Now I'm subbed up, so I'll get both of your subscription or both of your notifications. I'll join.
awesome.
I appreciate you guys.
Come in and hang out, say whatever, and next time you can show me your kit, see what you got.
Yeah.
It fills my garage.
Well, what your daily carry then? This is all my daily carry stuff.
And I think last time I was wearing board shorts like I am today because it's
I'm
hot.
wearing shorts. I'm wearing my hikers.
It's 80 degrees, so I don't carry everything I normally carry when I'm wearing board shorts.
When I'm hiking, I carry everything I carry every day of the year.
Yeah.
You got to get used to carrying everything every time. If you don't, the one day you need to and you can't physically do it is when you need it the most.
Exactly.
So that's why I carry everything in my I got this is the pack I carry.
At a minimum, I'll always have my knife and I'll always have my necklace fire starter. That's all I need.
Mine's Jasper. But yeah, I'm going to say goodnight, folks. Good night, Grace. Good night, Eagle. Good night, Cliff. I love you guys. Sal, I know you're
Nice
here.
meeting you,
Thank you
Eagle.
for coming. And I will see you guys later. Be well, be safe, pleasant dreams.
Have a good
Peace
night.
out, weirdos.
Night, everybody. And I'm going to show you a trick real quick.